We always ready for the smoky herb, Venom and Smoke podcast.
Welcome to the Venom and Smoke show. This is our sports show today. And let's introduce my co-host, the most diabolical of haters. He's going to hate, but I don't think he's going to hate more than me today. Because that's his theme music.
What's up?
That's you. When you hear that song, you know the hate about to start. I guess let the hating
begin.
Oh man, hate is gonna rule a day. Yes, hate is going to rule. Jay wanted to talk about something all last night, but before we get to that,
it's just so easy to get people riled up.
Yeah,
I knew as soon as I said I don't miss Big E, at least 3 people were gonna say something. I just knew it.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this, man. But it's easy for you to hate because you're a hater. But there's one thing I hate in sports almost more than the Cowboys is the motherfucking Lakers. Man, I can't stand them yellow and purple ass. They can't gold. That's yellow. That's fucking yellow. I can't stand
ugly yellow too.
No, I was kind of cool when Magic was there. I was like, okay. Kobe, I respected Kobe. But LeBron James, I don't respect this Laker team.
Listen, they started the season off with 5 dudes that probably in some time will be in the Hall of Fame. Right?
Hey, hold up, Jay. Hold up, Jay. I got something for the Lakers fans, Jay.
Uh-oh.
Gotta cut it. Hey, I'm getting this used to be it's getting to be a yearly thing with me now with this song.
Listen,
Thanks is already ready for the cutting. Look, it's a yearly song for me to play this for you Lakers fans. You Lakers fans came to me because I knew my Pistons were gonna be sad this year. We got youngsters. But after the All-Star break, we played better than your Lakers.
Yes. Facts.
With young people. Like I told people, basketball is a young man's game. You could be as talented as you want, but those old bones don't heal like them young bones heal. Ligaments and stuff don't heal like when you were in your 20s. Should I cut the grass early and my back killing me right now? I'm not once. I feel like I need a Tylenol right now, man. Shit, not just cut the grass. Shit. But it just your body doesn't bounce back. And you got like 5 or 6 people who are in their mid-30s.
Yes.
Anthony Davis is like one of the youngest people on the team, and he's been in the league 7-8 years.
And he's been hurt most of it.
Lakers have 4 people in the top 75 teams. Yeah, they can't even make the play-ins, Anthony. They can't make the play-in.
Listen,
Can't even make the play-in.
they were 17 games below 500.
That's horrible. Now
With
people
that lineup, they should have blew out their division.
Well, they're in the division with the Suns. They ain't better than the Suns.
Well, no, the Suns right now are playing crazy basketball.
They could have been second in the division.
Still.
Now you gave all them draft picks away. And guess what? Your draft picks goes to New Orleans now. Your lottery pick goes to New Orleans. Who's going to be a playoff team? Because New Orleans is going to win their playing game. I'm telling you. New Orleans is going to be either 8 or 7. They're not losing. So, New Orleans get better because they get a lottery pick. And God knows, what if that lottery pick gets to the top 5?
Listen, to me, this got to be the worst power team they put together, and in history. Like I said, in the beginning of the season, they have 5 guys.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Pelicans can't move past 8th. But okay, even if it's the 8th pick, you got a loaded Pelicans team going to get a pick. Come on, man. You don't have your picks until 2027. You crippled your franchise. How can you get younger with no draft picks?
Get rid of people and sign people, but who wants to go play with them?
Who wants to go play? Who wants to go play with them old ass people?
Well, you saw what happened. LeBron made a comment that he wants to play with Steph.
Oh, we're going to talk about that later.
Okay, all right.
It's all basketball because football didn't really do shit. Baseball ain't doing shit. So it's all basketball topics today. And that's the next one we're going to go into. But I'm not finished gloating on these Lakers fans. On the ride.
We love it.
You gotta cut it, but you gotta understand that it's crazy. Yes, it is. That GOAT conversation is done because Jordan had a better record with those Wizards than he has with this Laker team that was stacked.
Yep.
People were telling me all year the Lakers are going to make it to the playoffs. They're going to be deep in the playoffs. The Lakers were going to do all this damage. And what I was saying on this show, and people call me a hater, I don't want to hear from another diabolical hater. But when it's true, how can it be hate when I say this shit was all AARP?
Listen, you got Anthony Davis can't stay healthy.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Westbrook, he comes to play once in a while. LeBron likes to give up. Listen, if you're gonna be the GOAT, I don't care if you playing with 4 other whack people, you still come and play.
Oh yeah.
And LeBron is, to me, they're spoiled bitches.
Bro, I'm gonna do it this way. When I balled and I tore my ACL, I finished the game on a torn ACL. Motherfucker, you can play on a fucking sprained ankle. How many times you sprained your ankles playing in gym? How many times people sprain their ankles in gym? All you do is tie it tight. You don't feel it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, oh, he had a sprained ankle. I don't want to hear about injuries. I do not want to hear about no fucking injuries because the fucking Nets who didn't have Kyrie Irving for half the season, don't have Ben Simmons, James Harden quit on them. They still in the play-in game.
Yep. You
can't make the play-in. We're not even talking about the playoffs. You can't make the play-in game with LeBron James, who's supposed to be the GOAT. That's all I'm hearing. GOAT.
And didn't he complain about the play-in game?
Yes.
And he can't even make the play-in game.
Make it. And I don't want to hear, oh, LeBron was dropping 50. LeBron was scoring all these points. So that's telling me LeBron can't be the number 1 option.
Nope.
Because his scoring don't lead to wins. His passing is more involved and more. He's Magic Johnson. I wish people stop trying to fucking make him be Michael Jordan. Ain't nothing wrong with being Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Definitely.
So Magic scoring didn't lead to wins. It was his passing, his rebounding. See, LeBron can score, but they don't lead to wins.
Nope, not at all.
He need players to hit shots. And you get these old ass men who can't hit shots.
Not even can't hit shots. They can't stay healthy.
They can't stay healthy enough to hit shots. And
Yeah.
then you got Russell Westbrook, who's the worst 3-point shooter I've ever fucking seen in my life. Oh my God. And you got an old ass Carmelo Anthony who plays only well at home. And it just, they don't have no bench whatsoever. Kendrick Nunn, I don't know what happened to him. He never showed up. Malik Monk is okay. But you had a chance to get DeMar DeRozan. But you listen to LeBron James. You had a chance to get Buddy Hield. But you listen to LeBron James. So LeBron James and the Lakers, you got to eat this shit.
What do you think is going to happen though for next season?
Yep, AD is the longest one. They're going to suck again. That's what's going to happen. Let's go, Bets. Oh yeah, I cut it. You seen the Hangover movie at the end where they show? Yep, that's how it is. It's bad, man. It's bad. We seen Kobe learn how to shoot with the other hand because his thumb was hurt. Seen Zeke. Nah, we actually lost that one. That was that phantom call they called on Kareem when they said Lambert. The only time Lambert didn't foul anyone, they called a fucking foul on fucking Lambert, and we lost that game 7. But we won that game with that when he had the bun ankle. We went to game 7. We lost to the Lakers. The only time we lost in the final. We got
the players nowadays is about money. They don't have heart. There's no heart.
We swept their ass the next year.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Zeke played on one ankle. 24 points in the third quarter on one ankle. So that's showing you don't need both ankles to score in the fucking league. And this soft ass league.
Yeah, this soft ass league.
You don't fucking need my ankle hurt. Coach, I can't do this. I never seen so many low management players in my life. They soft. Kawhi Leonard, soft. I'll tell it to you anyway. I'll go down the line. Paul George, soft. LeBron James, soft. Anthony Davis, soft as Sharman.
Yeah.
Chris Paul is soft as a motherfucker. Everybody always hurt. James Harden, can't forget him. Oh, my hamstrings. Stop going to strip clubs and eating fried chicken with you fat bastard, and your hamstrings won't fucking pop. I'm just telling you, that's what's going on. Like, it's soft. These Lakers were soft. They don't have nobody that's hard. Russ is the hardest one now. But Russ game don't translate to this era. Russ can't
I wouldn't say that it doesn't translate to this area. I just don't think it translates to the style that they were playing in LA.
I'm just saying, like, this doesn't translate to championships. He's great, but
he's not. He's somebody you bring in as a role player. He's not somebody. He's not a star.
His assists are like selfish assists. They're not like I'm trying to get. I'm not trying to help you get better. It's like I'm just trying to get my stats so I can average my triple double. It's not like it's gonna win you a championship because eventually, you talking on Russ, let Russ shoot. That's it. You can't be a guard in this league nowadays and can't shoot the fucking basketball.
And I'm behind the line.
Yes.
You got to be able to shoot that 3 ball.
Yes.
If you can't, anybody can shoot a jump shot. If you can't shoot that 3 ball consistently,
the Lakers are done for the next 10 years. Yes, they are. Fucking Nash can't help the Lakers. Yes, they're done. Westbrook was playing great when LeBron AD was on the bench injured. He played for stretches because he's a great player. Nobody's saying he sucks. He just don't translate to today's game. Like, he'd have been perfect in that Kobe AI era. He'd have been perfect for that era. He's in the wrong era. Like that ISO ball, I'm going to take it on. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to get my players involved. But if he don't have the ball in his hands, he's no good. Who you gonna take the ball out of? You gonna take the ball out of LeBron James' hand? He's supposed to be the GOAT. So you're not gonna do that. LeBron James is the best passer on the team. So I didn't get why they brought Russ on the team. They
Because
took the wrong
LeBron wanted him.
They took the wrong LA kid. If they put DeRozan on this team, oh my God.
It would have been better.
Oh, you put DeRozan on this team, LeBron could just say, here's the ball, and DeRozan could get his own bucket. He's showing that in Chicago.
Nah, see, because LeBron is greedy. LeBron wants all of those top things.
I'm just saying.
He wants the scoring. He wants the assists. He wants the steals. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be number one in all of those categories.
But he didn't have to be the clutch player, though. You'd have had DeRozan to be that person to get you a bucket in the clutch. See, LeBron's problem is in the clutch. It ain't him. He don't need to be touching the ball. He need to be passing it. So you need a bucket. You get the ball to DeRozan. That's why Chicago doing so well now. DeRozan dropping 40, just hitting mid ranges. Like, get the bucket. You know, give him a break. Maybe he wouldn't break down so much. But it's Russ. I like Dwight Howard. All these people would have been great in 2010. That's why I told people this team was together in 2010, 2012.
They probably would have won like 3 or 4 in a row.
Oh, this would have been a great ass team then when it was in their fucking 20s. Not when you're in their mid 30s. And Anthony Davis is the youngest one, and he's the most injury prone one. And that does not fucking work. LA, all my Lakers fans, I'm wearing black for y'all because it's the death of the Lakers. Y'all motherfuckers are dead for the next, like Izzy say, 10 years. Y'all could become Pistons fans because we're gonna be great because we doing it the right way. It's better to suck for a while and get all these draft picks and they grow up together. But y'all trying to do it like y'all got Jerry Buss in there. The only winning time y'all gonna see in LA is the fucking show. And that's being real. That's the only time y'all gonna see winning, and the Lakers winning anything is on that fucking TV show. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah.
You that's it.
Yeah.
You can't trade nobody off the Lakers. Nobody wants LeBron right now because they seen he's a team destroyer. AD is too injury prone. Russ, nobody wants Russ. I heard Charlotte want a rumor just to have Russ to clear up cap space.
Yeah, that's what I heard
Carmelo.
too.
Nobody wants Carmelo.
Nope.
Nobody wants Andy. Not Andy Davis. Dwight Howard. Nobody wants Malik Monk. Nobody wants what's that? Nobody wants THT. Or AR-15, as they call the dude, the rookie. No, there's nobody you can trade off the Lakers and get somebody to help you.
No, that team is pretty much damaged.
It's damaged. The best bet is for all of them to retire and they get G League players. I don't know. I can tell you. You better hope for free agents to come there. Because LeBron killed it.
Who's gonna want to come there?
LeBron killed the Lakers.
Exactly. Who's gonna want to go? Like if the Lakers would have had a winning season, went to the playoffs, then it's attractive for a bigger. It's come to the point that it's not attractive just because LeBron is there.
Yes.
People are like, I don't know, I'll stay where I'm at.
LeBron just adding players to his team to build a superstar and make his job. But he building old superstars. You need young superstar. You need a vet. Like, you need to go watch Winning Time because they had an old vet in Kareem and they went got Magic. They put them two together. Boom. Good.
And then they put role players in.
Yes.
They got their little, you know what I'm saying? They got their James Worthy, who ended up being a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
You know, you had
Michael Cooper.
Byron Scott.
Even Spencer Haywood on the team. Understand? It's a lot they had throughout the years. And it's like, let's keep in Lakers lore. Shaq and Kobe, they were two young stars. None of them was old.
Yeah. Because that was the first team that Shaq went to after, right? after Orlando.
Shaq was still in his 20s.
Yeah, and he was a beast.
Kobe was in his late. He was in his late teens.
Yeah.
Come on, people. You cannot win with old stars. The last team I seen did it was the Spurs, and that's because they have a system. It's like a system of pieces. It's not just hey. They had pop system, and they had. Oh, wait a minute! They had a young star in Kawhi Leonard, even though he's soft for Sherman, but they had a young star in Kawhi. I forgot. Oops, you can't do it without a young star.
Yeah, you need something. You need
a young
spark.
star.
You need a spark. This
Lakers
game isn't like in the 80s. 80s was a slow down game.
Yes.
You know, until Magic and them showed Showtime. That was when Showtime was introduced. And when Showtime was introduced, that changed the whole game. Because back in the day, it was, you know, you scored. All right, we'll walk the ball up the court. We'll run our offense. Now, you know, when Magic was there, it was, oh, you scored on us. Let's get the ball down. 2 passes and a dunk.
Until, like I said, until the Pistons found a way how to slow down Showtime, they beat the shit out of them. That's what the fuck happened. That's how you slowed them down. Yeah. And then you went to a rough and tough era after that. And then you went to the Jordan era. And then, you went so far, so on to where we at now. But
the powder puff era.
That's right. That's right.
It is. It is.
With the Lakers, it's like this. Y'all trying to bring in the old stars of yesteryear. That's the problem. Y'all don't want to be mediocre for years. It's okay to be mediocre or even sad for a couple years to get yourself up on the come up. I tell people.
But when you bring in the GOAT, you expect to win. They should have never
brought him in. They should have left his ass in Cleveland.
You're right. You're right. But Jerry Buss saw GOAT. Yes. And he got bah.
Like I said, if they'd have let that young core they had before they had LeBron James, we're talking about Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, and the boys would have grew up together, they would be in contention right now.
Because if you think about it, look at those players on their teams now. They're stars. They're stars on their team. And you had all of them in one.
Yes, they had to grow up. That's what the Lakers fans were so impatient. Them boys had to grow up. I'm like, a lot of them has to grow up, and you have to be sad and take the lumps for a couple years.
That team would have been so much stronger that with a younger squad, that the Phoenix wouldn't be running away with the West like they are now. They're running away with the rest because these motherfuckers are using walkers going up and down the court.
I said some of them kids had to get their man body. They ain't even had their man body yet. You gotta let them get stronger, get in the program longer. But they saw LeBron come over because LeBron just wanted to retire in LA.
Yeah.
And guess what happened? He retired your team because the Lakers ain't gonna be shit to 2027. That's when they can start rebuilding.
Sucks for them.
Who is gonna come there?
If I was a player, I wouldn't.
So if I win, LeBron was the reason why we win. If we lose, it's my fault. Fuck that. I'm gonna stay there for.
He wouldn't take the blame for this season. He'll blame everybody being injured.
Well, I got the scoring title. Yeah. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. Your scoring didn't lead to wins.
If half of the people back in the 80s played 20-something years in this powder puff era, that scoring title would probably be up here more than it is.
Jordan would have paid 15, 20 years.
In this era?
No, I'm not even in his era. That shit would have been so unreachable. Nobody would have got to it.
Yeah,
he was averaging 30. His career average is 30. That's what I tell people. His career average is 30.
I'd like to see the numbers compare LeBron's numbers for the first, like, let's say if Jordan paid 12 years, I want to see the numbers for the 12 years LeBron against Jordan and see where they're at.
I'm saying basically, look, Jordan is better on defense and scoring, and LeBron is better at rebounding and assists. I hardly seen those numbers.
What would I want? I want defense and scoring, which wins games.
I mean, Jordan was on more defensive teams than LeBron. Jordan has a defensive player of the year. LeBron has none, so he's better on defense. I don't care what you say, he's better on defense, and then maybe except blocks. But Jordan better on defensive everywhere else. He's better than him on defense. And then, scoring is not even close. And then it's fucking like rebound and assist. It's LeBron.
Mike didn't have to rebound because when Mike shot, it went in.
See, guards wasn't rebounding back then either. It was given to the big man, and the big man throw it to you. Now guards are rebounding.
Well, because they use him as a guard, and he's bigger than everybody else. So of course he can back them down,
like
get the rebound.
It's like that's why I say he's Magic Johnson. Magic was bigger than every point guard in that era. So that's why Magic was able to get about triple doubles and getting 10 rebounds because he's 6'9".
So then Magic in his prime and LeBron in his prime, who will you take?
I would take shit, they both can't shoot. Fuck. It's a coin flip. Depends on how I feel. If you want to go personality wise, I'll go Magic because Magic could cut your throat out. Magic had a killer instinct.
That's what I think LeBron lacks.
I would go Magic.
Lacks that killer instinct.
I would go Magic just off of that because their games are so similar. Then I would have to go personality. And personality is Magic came off as a rookie, won the championship as a fucking rookie. LeBron didn't make the playoffs as a rookie. I'm just saying Magic was a winner. So
yes.
Magic has more rings than LeBron, so we can look at it this way, and less finals. So I'm just saying, listen, Magic has a winning record in the final, even though it's one game. They won 9 finals to LeBron's 10. Magic is 5-4. LeBron is 4-6. So Magic by nose.
No, you're right, Izzy. You're right. You can't trade AD. Nobody wants that.
You said, there's damn shame the coach gonna take the fall. Yes.
Oh yeah, by the end of the weekend, I think he'll be gone, or by the end of the year.
Yes, I told this on the other. I told us on another show that LeBron's pattern is he bring in old people or people that's untradeable. He destroys the team, and then he goes to another team. Like the Heat team was great the first year, first 2 years, and then he started bringing his people in. They start getting old. Dwayne Wade start getting older. Chris Bosh is soft. Let me leave. Let me go back to Cleveland. They got a young Kyrie Irving and all this. I'm gonna trade Andrew Wiggins, and I'm gonna bring in Kevin Love. I'm gonna bring this person in. He destroyed Cleveland again. Let me go to LA. Kicked all the young players out. Now look where they at now. If LeBron comes to your team, he's gonna kill it. You might win a championship. You might win one more championship if he's there. He's good for winning a championship. 1. In the Miami case, 2. But I'm just saying, is it worth destroying your franchise for 10 years for one championship? Well, you could be set up to win multiple, like if you do it the right way. So that's what you ask yourself. The Lakers sold their souls for one championship in a bubble.
And blew it up.
And that's it. Yes. We all know he's blaming Frank the coach and not LeBron because he put this team together. Frank don't play on the court. Exactly. Bird was a better rebounder. Yes, Bird was a better rebounder, better competitor.
Yeah. Better everything.
I don't put LeBron as my number one small forward. My number one small forward, LeBron is the third on my book. because I don't count Kobe or Jordan as small forwards, even though they played that later. And so
No.
it's Bird 1, KD 2, LeBron 3. I'm going to say this way. That's my small forwards. Like that's what it is.
Yeah. Bird. I mean, I seen him, that
I
was
think
my
the
era.
closest one
And Bird was he was lights out.
the
Lights
first
out.
one
His
touching
shot was
him
so
is KD.
smooth.
KD is the only one that can probably touch Bird with killer instinct and game. Just talking about game. And that's because he's a fucking 7-foot
See,
guy.
but Bird, I think he made everybody around him better
Yeah.
because
But the
he
Celtics
was
always
such
had
a
a
good
top
shooter.
team. What's it?
You know what I'm saying? But he had old man Robert Parrish. You know what I'm saying? He had Kevin McHale.
Yeah, they always had a great team in there, though. So he ain't had to do much to make them great. He just was just a nasty competitor. LeBron didn't finish games or series. Someone else has always finished out games. Yes, he did.
Yes, he doesn't have killer instinct at all.
Lakers were explored in 83. He's marketable despite injuries. Their rookie deals out there in LA is still a big money. No, he's too injury. Nobody's going to take AD right now, man. That's damaged goods.
2 years in a row, he missed a lot of the season.
You a Pelicans fan. You know how much damaged goods AD was, and y'all got the heist of the motherfucking century.
Man.
Y'all better get rid of another injury-prone big man y'all have and get another heist. Maybe y'all could take the rest of the Lakers draft pick for Zion. I'm just saying. Y'all can take 2027 through 2030 for Zion Williamson. Just wipe him out.
Don't send them to New York. No, please.
LeBron dropping more bombs than Rush. Bron was a killer, and shit talker, and backed it too.
Yep.
Bird. I'm say Bird. Yep, he was a killer shit talker. He backed it up. Bird was the greatest I seen. Like that was he was great. That's why I said KD is the only one close to trying to catch him.
Yes.
But he has to win more titles. AD straight up for Zion. I don't think he coming back to New Orleans, bro. He wore out his fucking welcome. AD missed at least 15, and he cannot be my star. And I had AD over Giannis 2 years ago. And he got hurt again. His talent-wise, he's more talented than Giannis.
You think he's more talented than Giannis?
Yeah, it's basketball-wise. Like, the stuff he can do on offense.
I don't know. I watched some clips the other day of a game that Giannis was in, and he did some shit the other day that had me like.
Yeah, but it's not consistent. I'm saying for right now, Giannis is more dominant, but skill-wise, AD can handle the ball a little better. He's a little better shooter. Well, not this year because I don't know what the fuck happened to AD. I'm talking about in their primes when I made this decision at that time when they won the bubble. He was more.
I was gonna say Giannis hasn't hit his prime yet.
Yeah,
I think AD already has.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at it now. Giannis looking like he proving me wrong. So when I made when I saw them, they both was on the rise, and that's when AD was taking over the league. And I'm like, hey, AD, when he's not hurt, yes, he's a game changer.
Yes.
Top 5.
Beast.
But Giannis keep working and look like nobody can stop him.
I never heard that he gets hurt.
He doesn't get hurt. Because you know why? He lift fucking weights. All these people here talking about, I don't lift weights. I don't want to lift weights. You better go lift you some fucking weights and get stronger in the weight room.
Yeah.
You know why AD gets hurt? Because AD is still fucking bony as shit. They say he put on muscle. I'm like, where? That's why he gets hurt. His legs. Look at his legs. He has no strong legs.
He got stick legs.
The KD, that's why he get hurt. Bony. I'm like, y'all have to start lifting weights. Giannis showing y'all, I'm going to lift these weights. And I'm gonna put you through the damn hoop.
Yo, like I said, I watched some previews to I forget who they were playing, and some of the stuff that he does.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that, man. We're gonna get to about the playing thing. He did a hell of a job. We can do it now. He doing a hell of a job because you know what? Y'all raped 2 teams. Like literally, y'all raped the Trailblazers to get CJ McCollum, and y'all raped the Lakers. Man, y'all GM needs the damn Executive of the Year award because he fucking gave y'all a squad.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Y'all got the Lakers picks for the next how many years? Fuck. I mean, y'all not gonna be sad. Y'all got rid of Stan Van Gundy like I told y'all to because he was fucking trash. I told y'all that. Stan Van Gundy is trash as shit. He was gonna do y'all what LeBron James do. Why you think the Pistons said? We got Stan Van Gundy and he sank our franchise.
Because when he was popular, where he got his popularity, he had the big 3 in Miami.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So he can make that.
In Orlando, he got
good.
real popular when he was in Orlando with Dwight Howard, prime Dwight Howard, and that was it. That's how you do it. They basically look, y'all front office is top notch. Pelicans thing is top notch because they did this shit smart. And then y'all got the lucky bounce to get Zion, even though I would have got Ja Morant, and y'all would have been really off to the fucking races.
Yeah, I think
y'all had Zoe. I'd have traded Zoe. Y'all lost him anyway. I'd have traded Zoe for Ja. Ja was better than Zoe in college. Better than Zoe. Yeah, so I would have fucking got Zoe instead of Zion and let Memphis have that problem. But hey, I understand why they did it. Box office. Box office. I got why they did it. But the better basketball player was Ja Morant. But let's see, what that was outstanding if Zion was to come back and give you 25 and 10, like 10, 5 and 8, like he was doing, y'all be fine. But you can't count on him. It's like injuries will kill y'all. Like, so I'm like this. I don't like the fact that he don't like to work out. He just coming back to the team when the team got better. Nah, player, I'd have told you stay your ass where you was at to go back to Portland. Because I'm like, if he's hurt one more season, y'all need to get off him. Like, quick, while he still has value.
Who?
Zion. They need to get off him. If he gets hurt again.
Honestly, I think they should try to move him this offseason.
They're not, though. So
if you can get some draft picks for his ass, I would.
Go to the Knicks. The Knicks are desperate as
Will
fuck.
You stop no. No. No.
Bro, y'all desperate as fuck. Come on, man. Y'all desperate as fuck for Zion.
No. We're not that desperate. We're not
that
y'all
desperate. Fucking desperate. Oh, y'all fucking desperate.
Listen, the reason why the Knicks suck so bad is because the owner has no idea about basketball. And he doesn't hire the right people to run the basketball operations of that team. He should stick to the Rangers.
They still got 2 more years of picks from the Lakers. Shit. Damn. God damn.
Jeff
is better than Stan.
I think they both the same.
They suck though. What them guys? I can't believe the Heat clinched the #1 seed in the East.
They playing hard basketball.
Y'all don't want it. Because if the Nets get the 8 seed, y'all are going home.
I don't know. The Heat are playing hard, though.
I understand. But y'all going home if the Nets get the 8 seed. See, because Kyrie going to be back. And then watch this. Ben Simmons going to magically get right for the playoffs.
He better.
So y'all better hope the Nets lose in the play-in. Because if the Nets make it to the 8 seed, you better hope the Nets get the 7 seed. Because they get the 8 seed, the Heat is going home. I am sorry. Nobody want to see them but Milwaukee in the first round. Milwaukee, the only team I see beating them in the first round.
Oh, the Nets? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the only team in the East that could take the Nets is Milwaukee.
Because they got that beast, that Greek beast. Fuck a freak. He's a beast. He passed being a freak. He's a beast.
Listen, you saw the game that they had. What was it? Last week or whatever. That was a monster game. That's going to be 7 games if they meet in the second round of the playoffs. That's going to be 7 games.
Yes.
That's not going to be a sweep.
Fuck
That's going to be a monster series to watch.
Yeah, I prefer Zion I watched Zion college. He was a leader at a real school, Murray State, not a AAU basketball camp like Duke. Fuck Duke. Zion is staying there. He's the future of the team. No, he's not the future, though. That's the funny thing. He's not the future of that team. He's not. Like, they building a core without him, though. They actually playing better without him. So it's like,
what do you do? You plug him in at let's say the beginning of next season. You plug him in, and you're not winning games like you've been winning. So what do you do then?
You gotta get rid of him.
That's what I'm saying. Why not just do it now?
I think they're doing the wait and see approach. If he balls out and the contract stalls,
I look at Zion and I smell LeBron. Put it that way.
Nah, I see Greg Oden. Somebody gonna keep getting hurt.
Oh, damn. Greg Oden.
He was talented as fucking college and whatever, and got to the league and got hurt some more and more hurt. And the Pelicans passed on they fucking Kevin Durant. like real talk. The Heat will not beat the Nets. Not really my team. I really don't care for basketball. I'm a football fan. I get that, but there's other LeBron news for the Lakers.
That is.
He wants to team up with Steph, but Steph says, "I'm good."
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at.
Basically, look. Basically, in the hood terms, I'm good. Mean fuck no. Shit, I'm not doing it.
Hell no.
What's your thoughts on this, man? From the diabolical of all haters, I need to know.
Why would Steph do that? Like you said, we sit here and we notice that LeBron is a team killer. He did it everywhere he's gone.
You're right about that, Ramon. You're right.
It was a different era. That's why he played defense. And this era is that Olay defense.
Yeah.
But back to this. Why would Steph make what Steph has at Golden State is a lot better than what LeBron wants to come to Golden State?
Oh, fuck no. You're not going to blow up my team. That's how I'll be feeling if I was Steph. Oh,
yeah,
no.
And Golden State ain't getting rid of Steph because Lakers don't have nothing to appeal for them to say, hey, we'll give you Steph for who?
Nobody.
AD?
They have nobody.
Carmelo? Westbrook?
Only way Steph leaves if Steph leaves in free agency. And I don't think
on his decision. On his own decision.
I think it'd be LeBron leaving in free agency to go to Golden State. But Golden State wouldn't want that.
I don't think Golden State would sign him. That if they see what we see, what is he gonna do? He's gonna come in. Oh yeah, since you got me now, it'll be me, it'll be Steph, and then let's bring in AD. Let's bring in, start bringing in those old players again. Nah, Steph is smart. Steph ain't stupid. I wouldn't deal with LeBron. You crazy?
I want to tell Lakers fans, Steph brought a G League team to the play-in game last year. It was basically Steph and a bunch of G Leaguers. And they waited to the play-in. LeBron, bro.
He had stars. He had former stars on his team. But that's the problem with LeBron. And like you said, he wants to bring in all of these old people.
I don't know. I don't think they have the pedigree yet to beat the Nets in the 7-game series. Not just yet.
They'll give them some rough play, but I think that KD is gonna let that happen.
That bad man number 7 and I seen him almost beat the damn Bucks by himself last year. See, playoff KD is a different KD.
Yes.
So
His shot is so smooth.
Yeah, so I don't know. How you feel about the loss of the mid-range shoot? It's coming back because DeRozan and other players and Kevin Durant and all other players are hitting those mid-ranges. They're starting to come back. The mid-range shot because nobody defends it.
No,
they don't know how to defend it. All right, the mid-range shot is probably your lowest percentage shot, but it's probably your most wide open shot because people don't know how to defend the mid-range shot.
Because they're expecting you to pass out of it.
Pass out of it. Either this generation, either you're gonna lay it up or shoot a three. They don't know how to do it if you pull up from the foul line and hit a shot.
Listen, I don't even. It's rare that you can even see teams even running like plays.
They don't. So the loss out of the mid range, I think the mid range gonna come back. You know, Jordan was killing people with the mid range. That was an art. That was an art form to shoot a mid range shot. It takes skill to shoot threes, but you can just run over and shoot it. But the mid range, you got to weave your way through traffic. You got to put the right touch on it because you could just chuck that bitch up from three and hit it. But the mid range, you got to have touch. You got to have.
You got to look up. But see, they don't play defense. Yeah. So even like back in the day, if you shot the mid range shot, if there was somebody playing D behind you, they're gonna snuff you. They're taking it. Or they're going to block you. Nowadays, it's like everybody watches the person shooting instead of playing some D.
Like I said, DeRozan scoring 40 shooting mid-rangers. So we got Doc Eric in the house. He back with us. What's going on? Still see you in North Carolina blue. We're going to talk about that later.
I was going to say, where's yours? Because you said you were wearing it today.
I was going to wear it, but I'm wearing black for the Lakers.
Y'all know I'm gonna rep. I'm gonna rep.
I was gonna wear my sky blue, but the death of the Lakers was more important than that because I really fucking hate the Lakers.
I do too, and I get that, but I guess it's my personal battle. So I'm gonna choose to rep the team that I do love versus the team that I don't like because I don't want to address them at all.
Plus, it's my merch, so I'm representing me too.
Buy the merch, please.
If LeBron goes to the Warriors, who's the main ball handler? LeBron, Steph. LeBron can come off the bench.
One, can we address the other soundbite off of that? Because there was another soundbite. The soundbite was that they both said that this is a fantasy because obviously we know that Golden State built their team from the ground up, and just like you guys were addressing earlier, that LeBron seems to kill teams, especially young teams, wherever he goes. So Golden State is not going to barter there tomorrow for what LeBron is putting in the soundbite today. Like, it's just a fantasy. It's shop talk. Steph knows. LeBron knows. Like, it's not happening.
I'm going to put it this way, bro. That wasn't shop talk coming from LeBron. He wants to play with Steph. I'm trying to get out of there. We seen this with LeBron already. We seen when the boat is sinking, he the first one to jump off the ship.
And it's his boat.
He like, fuck that boat.
Yeah. He did it in Cleveland twice.
Miami,
back to Cleveland. He
did.
Now he about to do it to LA. He gonna jump ship again.
Yeah, but no, who? I mean, all right.
Whoever drafts
whatever you want to call him. Who wants him?
Whoever drafts Bronny gonna get LeBron James. That's what he said.
Because
I don't think Bronny's good enough to go to the NBA.
Just because his name LeBron James Jr. and you might have a chance to get LeBron James, you're gonna sign him if you're a small market team.
It's gonna
just to get LeBron James to boost your sales up.
Just like you saying, Mo, that's gonna happen for the mere fact that teams know and GMs know they're gonna get 2 for 1. We don't know what type of player Bronny Jr. is going to be. However, it's going to bring his dad, and his dad is going to fill up the seats. His dad is going to give him the insights of the game that he hasn't passed on to younger generation. Because LeBron does mentor guys, but he's not going to mentor them like he would his own son, his own namesake. So this is just my thought. My thought is This guy's my namesake. I'm going to give him keys to the kingdom, literally speaking. And whatever he does after this point, after having me for a year, is going to fall on him. And
but do you think Bronny could take that pressure of being the heir apparent? Being, LeBron 2.0. Could he take that pressure?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he can. Because look at his basketball career so far. His basketball career so far, he's already been filmed from birth. Literally, since he left his mom, he's been on there because of his name being LeBron, right? And overall, it's just like his dad, Limelight. Do we see anything on this kid that kind of reflects him in a negative light, or saying that, he don't have the potential to be great? I haven't seen that. Every time I see a highlight of him, I'm like, from watching him from a little boy, I see his, him increasing. I see him getting better at his game, him improving at his craft. So I'm not going to say he's going to be his dad, but at the same time, I mean, he's been playing ball since birth.
And I'm going to say this, let him be. I have to see him as a man. I can't judge him now as a teenager.
But they're trying to bring him into the NBA right out of high school.
Nah, they're gonna
because how many more years are you gonna wait? LeBron is up there in age now. 17 years in the league.
40, so you know what? There's gonna be enough time for him to come out, do a year in college, and come out.
So I mean, even at 40 years old, is LeBron really gonna sell a lot of tickets?
Yeah, because you got these bronzexuals out here who love LeBron.
I really don't know. I really don't think
Michael Jordan sold tickets at 40.
But Michael Jordan, that's a totally different beast. Michael Jordan still came out and did his shit.
Think about it like this. To this younger generation, LeBron James is their Michael Jordan. How we looked at Michael Jordan, that's how they look at LeBron James. And some people really think LeBron James is better than Jordan. They drunk as shit or stupid, but hey, that's how they want to go with it.
And they go by the numbers. That's what it is. Oh, he's gonna have the scoring title. If I played 17 years, I mean, not me per se, but of any other basketball star, you know what I'm saying? If he plays 17 years, who knows what the numbers are going to be?
I agree with you with that, because I'm telling you, people, that second son, that's the score. That second son, Bryce, that's the score. Bronny ain't the score. Can't shoot like Bryce. Bryce shoot better than Bronny now.
Let me be an advocate right quick. So, are we going to discount? Oh, hold on. They already sell out. Don't need tickets. Well, LA is a big market, so I mean, if you decide to stay in LA, and if they can land Bronny,
but they're not gonna have Bronny. They're not gonna have the fucking pick for Bronny, because they don't pick the 2027. They're gonna have the pick for Bronny.
Well, my luck, the Knicks will get that.
I think Bronny get out 2026. So they had a pick.
Before I get back to what I was talking about, I've already seen LA throw enough money at people to make them do anything. And we're not even talking about the NBA right now. I don't even think LA knows what the word salary cap means, because I didn't see any people pay athletes out the wazoo. They literally back up the Brinks truck and say, bro, you want this money? Come and get it. I mean, look at the Rams. Look at the Angels. Look at who else in LA? Look at the Dodgers.
Yeah, but it's not working in the NBA though, because people are telling LA though, I'm gonna go to the Clippers. More people.
It's still LA.
We talk about the Lakers here.
I don't know where this money is coming from, but Jesus Christ.
The Clippers got the dude who used to own Microsoft, so shit, along with Bill Gates, so shit. That's where that money coming from.
I guess.
But every time you turn on the Xbox, a Clipper player get paid.
So let me get back to the advocating. So are we going to ignore, because we're talking about LeBron and overall greatness. I don't know another player, besides Bill, that's made these 8 straight final appearances. and 10 overall. I mean, it may not be great, but that's not easy. He did it in the East for years, and he got a championship in the West. I mean, his second year in the West. So let's compare that. Let's flip-flop. Let's go to the NFL. We've seen Tom Brady win championships for years in the AFC. Then this dude says, you know what? I'm bored with this. People are always thinking, oh, it's a system. I'm going to go ahead and do this in another conference. The dude came to the conference, came through us, who ran the division at the then time for 2-3 years in a row, and still won a championship. So I don't want to sit there and ignore what LeBron.
They both got COVID championships in opposite fucking the conferences. That's what you're telling me. They both got asterisks by them fucking 2 championships you just named. But the difference between LeBron James and Tom Brady won more than he lost in winning time. You can't be you can't, and Bill won more than he lost in winning time. I don't think Bill ever fucking lost.
I get that, but here's me advocating again, because I'm not an apologist for the dude. I'm just trying to advocate. I'm trying to play devil's advocate a little bit. So
okay,
LeBron,
let you play.
LeBron, he has to play multiple games. It's a best of 7. In football, it's single elimination. So if you turn up at the right time in the right situation, then of course you're gonna seem like, oh yeah, I'm in God mode right now because I'm winning. Well,
what about Bill Russell? He had to go best of 7. What's about Bill Russell?
I get that, but I mean, at the then time, what you got? 15 teams, 8 teams in the league when that dude playing.
now we split the hairs, Eric.
I'm just playing.
We all dated before, right? So here you go. You got this beautiful woman. Would you rather score with her 4 out of 6 times or 11 times? I'm like, what's a more greater feat? You're scoring 4 out of 6, or you're going 11 for 11, or in Jordan Case 6-0. You always scored. Which of the boys a more incredible feat?
It is incredible, but I'm just saying I'm not ignoring.
That means he got turned down more than he fucking scored.
Well, he got there, right? You gotta play the play, baby.
I'm just saying, man. Look, you gotta go winning percentage. Now, like I say, Magic went to 1 less final than LeBron.
Right.
Or people calling Magic the GOAT? No, they're not calling him that. And he got got more titles than LeBron.
I'll give y'all that.
Larry Bird,
like I said,
Larry got 3.
The GOAT thing is the scoring titles and all these, all of these accolades. And I get that. But if these players, Magic and them, would have played 17 years, 18 years, the numbers would be so elevated, it would be ridiculous.
And I'm just saying, like, is it wrong that he's compared to Magic Johnson? Because that's who he fucking play like. He plays like Magic fucking Johnson.
He don't got killer instinct, and that's what turns me. That's what turns me around when it comes to LeBron. He doesn't have a killer instinct. He's a quitter. He's a quitter.
And my fucking thing, Jordan not even my GOAT. Kareem is my GOAT. Because Kareem won at every fucking level multiple times. Multiple times at every level, he won multiple times.
This is true.
So it's like,
I'll give you that.
To me, Kareem was the fucking GOAT. He was the fucking GOAT. He did what he needed to do. He was highly regarded in high school. He dominated in high school. Won multiple state titles. Won multiple NCAA titles. He would have won the gold medal if he didn't sit out.
This is true. I'll give you that.
He won one in Milwaukee. He won multiple in LA. I'm just saying. And he had the most points ever. He still had the most points ever.
Well, yeah, so far.
Bron on his way. So Bron's.
Well, I don't count half of this shit because this new era here, the scoring is ridiculous. It's like the fucking ABA. It's like the fucking ABA. We ain't playing no defense.
Yeah, powder puff.
He did this without shooting a 3. See, LeBron got more 3s than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar now. He did that shit without shooting 3s. So that's more important and more impressive. that a center who didn't shoot threes is the leading scorer of all time in the NBA. That's fucking impressive.
How many years did he
played 20.
play?
He played 20.
Wow.
But his down years, it was like his last 3 were like real down years. So if he was to stay at that peak level that they had the science they have now to keep your body right, Kareem would have probably had 50,000 points, man. Let's think about that. Technology is better now. So you can play 20 years and still look youthful.
Well, these pills that they pop, these techniques that they use in off season, like he was doing this, kind of like how my approach.
The Lakers are not the Yankees.
Don't start your shit, Izzy. Don't make me become a hater on your Mets on a basketball day.
Today,
You'll
NBA is like NBA Jam. Izzy coming off the top rope with it.
Izzy,
he's on fire.
To the rope.
I'm just saying, LeBron, it's just funny because these fucking Laker fans, before the season started, they thought they was going to be having a parade down Imperial Highway and all down Figueroa. They thought they were going to have all that. They thought they was about to have all that shit. Now they sitting at home. All I heard all year, your Pistons suck. But we in the same place, baby. We all watch it. We all watching the play in, baby.
But
but I know it.
But what you said earlier is true. Since the All-Star break, Detroit's been lighting it up, and the Lakers kept going down.
Yeah.
Lakers won 4 games since the All-Star break.
That's fucking bad, bro.
4.
That's fucking bad. And you got the GOAT.
With the GOAT on your team.
That's why I say he can't be no GOAT.
Tell me the people that are below LeBron would have let that happen. 4 games.
The Pistons ain't win.
Kareem wouldn't have did that.
That's why you celebrate every season. Say, bro, y'all ain't win, and then who we beating though for? Oh, we got a Laker fan on here. Oh, let me go play the theme song for you, cause you butthurt right now. You butthurt right now. I understand who we beat though for. Who did we beat though for? Let's do a little poll. Who did the Pistons beat though for? And we actually won. We was dominant all the way up to 08 before. We got rid of our coach, and then we got Stan Van Gundy who wrecked our fucking team. Traded for old ass Blake Griffin and all them and wrecked the team. But we're not gonna go into that. But we're gonna give you this though. That's the only time y'all gonna hear this.
Yeah. And the last time they heard it was how long ago?
I was waiting on one of them to pop up. I was waiting on one of them to pop up. Oh yeah. I don't celebrate every regular season win. I just do that because it's fun. Because I know my team is young. My team is one of the youngest in the league.
But they were exciting to watch. I'd rather have watched the Detroit game over a Laker game.
Let's put it this way. Since the All-Star break, who was the better team? We're gonna see if you was a fan or you're a basketball or you have basketball knowledge. You just a fan or you got basketball knowledge. Who was the better team since the All-Star break? The Pistons, who are sad, or your funky ass Lakers? I just didn't know that.
We know Nick. We know Nick ride for his Lakers.
I know, but look, let's call a spade a spade. We beat more high caliber teams than they did. If they won like we did after the All-Star break, they will be in the play-in game right now.
Detroit's been going up. Matter of fact, y'all do have the most wins since the All-Star break.
I'm about to say we've been destroying cats. Don't you understand? Yeah. We've been fucking people bets up because people been betting against Detroit. I'm just saying the pills trash too. Nah, I don't think the medicine and pills this area is working. AD's always injured. The Lakers trash too. They better than them bum ass. No, the numbers don't support you after the All-Star break. Yep. Y'all were better than us before the All-Star break. But when them youngsters start growing and Cade start going into his own, we start winning. So y'all didn't finish better than us. Y'all are like this. Y'all, because we lost what? Like, we didn't win our 10th game until about the All-Star break.
So that's what I'm looking at for y'all right now. So the Pistons are 10-11 since the All-Star break. Y'all averaging 110, which when y'all was in the regular season before the All-Star break, y'all was at 104. So that's telling me right there that the team is gelling together and they're buying in to what the system they're running. So
yes.
They up.
Hey, Lakers fans, if y'all done won 10 games, y'all be in the playoff hunt right now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm like, y'all won 4 games, bro. Like 4. Shit, I would expect my Pistons to win 4 games. I threw the season in after fucking what it was, January. I'm like, fuck it. I stopped caring. I'm like, fuck, we ain't making it. I say, shit, don't lose the draft pick. I was hoping we lose. I'm like, don't lose the fucking draft pick. Don't win too much. We don't need to get below 5. That's all I keep saying. So I'm just saying, we might be trash, but we didn't have expectations. Y'all had expectations. See, that's the difference, Lakers fan. Y'all expectation was to win the title when y'all got Westbrook.
You had trash with young players.
Yes.
They had trash with the GOAT.
With the GOAT and
with the GOAT.
With an MVP, with an MVP, right? Because Russ is the MVP.
Allow me to be the advocate again. Let me do this.
We advocate for him.
Well, let me try. So let us ponder that question, because when they lost that recent game to, what was that, the Warriors? Now they had a soundbite that says what they could have been if injuries didn't exist.
Oh, Lord.
Keep AD? Can we keep Brian healthy? And let's say Westbrook figures it out with them on the floor.
Bro, my number one draft pick got hurt in the fucking summer league and missed all training camp and missed the first couple games of the first 10 games of the season, which we went like 0-8.
Well,
we talking injuries. We talking injuries.
You said 20-year-old bodies don't heal like 30-year-old bodies. So
yeah, you're right.
So this guy he's already 10, 8 to 10 age difference versus these guys. So so what happens if those guys don't get hurt?
I celebrate every great Washington team. He talk about the Commanders. I feel you that. I got a better record, I think, barely. Shit. Let's do a ring check. Okay, I thank y'all for 75% of our fucking rings. We beat the Lakers for 3 out of. We beat the Lakers for our 3 rings we got, right? The 3 we got. We should have had 4, but they cheated us out of that one because that wasn't a fucking foul. So we'd have beat y'all for 4. We'd have beat y'all for 3 out of 4 championships if they didn't call that one. So as it stands, we beat y'all for 2 out of 3 championships. So
that comment to me I'm a Yankee fan, but it reminds me of Yankee fans. They always let's do a ring check.
Of course, we beat y'all more times in the finals than y'all beat us. So I tell y'all play the Pistons, bet the Pistons in the finals, because we gonna bust their ass like we always do. I'm just saying. I'm just being real with you. Look at the facts and facts. We stopped Kobe. That 04 team was supposed to be another great old team y'all had with all those all-stars. Guess who stopped that shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
the Showtime Lakers. Guess who stopped that shit?
Stay out of that conversation. I'm gonna stay out of that. I can't relate because my team don't have a championship.
I was telling them like this. Guess who stopped the Showtime Lakers? I'm just saying. Hey, that was the last great thing, y'all. You know, we stopped y'all ass. That's okay.
Can you imagine those teams of the 80s playing in this powder puff era?
Oh, fuck no. They'll get it suspended. Oh, they want us to let the advocate speak. Okay, Paul Heyman. Go ahead. Go ahead and speak, Paul.
I've already done it. I've already done it. I'm not their fan, but I had to ask the question. I had to pose the
I'll put it
question.
this way. You sound like an old Cowboys fan with this shit. Like, okay, some of y'all shit was with George Mikan and shit. The motherfuckers wasn't even. We had like 6 people in the league. Then you go back to when the Pistons was barely in the fucking league. Then y'all won with Magic. We stopped that shit, and then we stopped another one. We actually have a lot of rings. A lot of teams don't have rings like y'all in the Celtics.
Yeah.
Okay. Who gives a fuck? Y'all was buying championships.
What have you done for us lately?
Who cares? Y'all got one more than us. I mean, y'all got what? They got Kobe without the Kobe championship. They got 2. Okay, y'all got 2. The plus of this other one y'all counting, the COVID champion. We'll give you the LeBron championship. Y'all really have 16 in the asterisk. I'm just saying. If y'all want an AAU tournament, calling yourself the NBA champions. I'm just saying. I didn't bring up 04. You brought up 04. You said we didn't win anything from 04. I said my young Pistons won more this season. I'm talking about this season. We won more after the All-Star break. That was my statement. Don't worry back. I can go back and show you. You said 04 first. So when you brought up 04, I had to remind you who beat you, who we beat for in 04. So that's how we got on this, sir. I got perfect recall. You know, you might want to go back and stop while you're ahead. I'm a master of this shit. So don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. I killed a Cowboy fan just like this over there trying to do this with me. I got perfect recall because I got the receipts up there. I didn't say anything about 04 till you did. It's okay. You Lakers fans got y'all panties in a bunch because y'all on that bus. Y'all at home teasing. You can tease the Pelicans, but they in the play-in.
I'm appreciative of coming together, how we came together, and we get the Lakers pick. So I'm sitting on cloud
nine. They doubly fucked y'all. They
I
doubly.
have so little. I have so little. But guess what? I'm gonna take this little tiny victory.
No. You need to be dropping your nuts on every Laker fan you see. We took y'all out the playoffs, and then
y'all know I be having my stuff. This is my Simba.
Look, I'm just saying. Look, y'all took them out the playoffs because y'all helped eliminate them by beating them, and then you're taking their pick. Y'all about to be the Pistons for the next 10 years. Look at this. Y'all about to be the Pistons for the next 10 years. Look at your fucking future. Look at that shit. Y'all about to be what my team been for the last 10 years. You look at it. Just breathe it in. Because we made the same dumbass mistake overpaying old ass people. Breathe it in. Nobody's coming to LA, bro. You might as well be a Clipper fan.
I'm the one to say never for the mere fact that they are exploring a trade for AD. And I think that's the piece that you can use to start getting younger. I mean, overall.
Okay. I ain't gonna say we've been in the ready for 8. We've been in the ready for at least 10, but not 8. Not 18. We was winning up until LeBron went crazy. You know, you remember we was running the East for like 8 to 10 years, bro. We was running the fucking East. It was a Detroit Invitational, baby. You better go back and look at the numbers. I wasn't hearing all this shit from Lakers fans when Detroit was running the East for 8 to 10 years. They wait till my team gets sad, then, oh, y'all ain't do shit since this and that. Detroit is a small market team, sir.
And still had stars there.
Yeah, I'm just saying. We the only championship team that didn't have a top 75 player. They tell you how great the fucking team and system was. We didn't need great players to win championships, baby. How about y'all? Name a championship where y'all didn't have a megastar.
The first power team that you guys had, and I'll say it was a power team because it was the 3 guys. It was Zeke, it was Dumars, and what the hell's his name? homeboy that's friends with Zeke. He was like a chunky dude.
You talking about Aguirre?
Yeah.
Talking about Mark Aguirre.
Mark Aguirre. That was a hot squad. That was a squad that at any given time, either one of those three could take over the game.
Trading a pick for a ring, fair trade to me. A ring. We gonna put that shit in quotes. Y'all want a fucking AAU tournament. Come on, man. Y'all didn't even have to travel. Y'all didn't have to play a raucous crowd, man. Come on, man. You know crowds are everything in sports, especially basketball. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all won an AAU tournament with virtual fans. And y'all beat a beat down fucking Jimmy Butler team. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, dog. We're not about to go over this COVID ring shit. One ring ain't running shit. Y'all was running y'all mouth. We stopped dynasties. We stopped the Celtics dynasty. We stopped y'all dynasty. Then we stopped y'all dynasty again. We dynasty stoppers. You better look at that shit. See, I'm loving it because he don't realize when we win championships, a dynasty stops.
Y'all the original legend killers?
Legend killers.
I think so.
Legend killers. Because look, you think about it, it was Boston, LA, then us. We stopped that shit. And then, Michael Jordan did it. We stopped Michael Jordan from getting there. Because Michael Jordan was trying to get there. Then Michael Jordan broke through. Jordan. Then it was the Kobe and Shaq years. And then who stopped that shit? Come on, man. Come on, man. You can call it what you want. Our shit shocked the world. When y'all won, people was like, they supposed to win.
Oh.
They supposed to win. I mean, like, once again, Dominic, name me a championship y'all won without a Hall of Fame player.
Oops, excuse me one moment, fellas.
Name one when y'all didn't have a top 5 player in the league. Just give me top 5 player in the league.
There we go.
Bro, we stopped y'all dynasty, bro. Y'all won 2 straight.
Repeat.
Come on, man. As I know, didn't y'all 3-peat? Didn't y'all 3-peat? Y'all 2-peated? It was 01, 02, okay, 03. We beat y'all in 04.
Got one. They got 1 3-peat. And then the second.
Yeah, we stopped the 4-peat. Y'all about the 4-peat.
Yeah.
We stopped it. Y'all won it. Y'all won it 2000. The Stars won it 99, 2000. Y'all won it 01, 02, 03, and we stopped 04. Okay. What you call a 3-peat? That's a dynasty, isn't it? Dynasty stopper.
Yeah.
The Spurs beat us in 05.
And then the Spurs
Robert Earl Horry. Because we went back to back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't make it back. We beat y'all so bad, y'all didn't make it back to run it back. We was ready to run it back. And the Spurs beat us. The Spurs didn't stop y'all. Y'all won 3 straight. We beat y'all in 04. Y'all won in 01, 02, 03. We beat y'all in 04.
And then the Spurs beat you in 05.
05. And then the Spurs won again. The Spurs won in 99. Remember in the shortened season. 99, 2000. Y'all won in 00 and 01. Y'all won in 02, 03. Who beat you in 04? Who shot you? Pow. The Pistons. It's okay. Because y'all was about to 4-peat.
Yeah.
Because everybody had the shit like the first 4-peat. Everybody counted us out. We bust that ass. It ain't just that we won.
I think they even printed shit out. They had towels and T-shirts. And if I remember correctly, yeah.
Yes. And I put it this way. It wasn't just like we squeaked by with 7. No, it was 4-1. And that's only because Kobe fucking had a hell of a game.
that was just the beginning of that Kobe Shaq feud that
Yeah.
broke them.
Because Ben Wallace was working Shaq fat ass.
Yeah.
He was working.
It wasn't the Mavs in 06, because I say the Mavs in 06. That's when Shaq won his championship in 06 with Miami.
Yep.
D Wade. So
D Wade won that one, and then
Yeah.
y'all came back and didn't the Celtics won, and then then y'all went on y'all run again.
right.
So it's like,
Lakers
dude,
got
the Lakers is a big
09 and 10.
bruh.
If I'm
The Spurs didn't win one before us, bro. I mean, the Spurs won. Look, we can go into it, bro. The Spurs won. Look, the Spurs didn't stop y'all three-peat. Y'all won. The Spurs won in 99, right? Yes. The Spurs won the 99 strikeout season because they beat the Knicks. Remember? Then y'all went on y'all run. Go from 99 2000. That's the Spurs winning season. How can y'all win 3 in a row and we won in 04?
So 99 was the Spurs, then the Lakers three-peat, then the Spurs again. Because
the Spurs again?
Because that's 03. That's 03. Because their three-peat was from 2000 to 2002.
Okay, that's what it is.
Then they came back in 04. Y'all got y'all 04 title there. So it's
Gotcha.
the Pistons there. Then the Spurs, then the Heat, then the Spurs again, then the Celtics, and then, like I said, in 09 and 10, that's when the Lakers came on. Because, I mean,
right. I missed a year. All right, fuck it, it happens. But it's still, look, y'all made it back. Y'all still was in it's still a dynasty stopper.
Because the Nets made that finals 2 times. So if you go back to 02, 03, it was always the Nets. So whoever was playing the Nets.
The Nets.
So yeah, that's
who they beat in the 03 final.
Up right there.
You don't find me credible because I missed a year? Dude, all right.
Don't do that.
I'll tell you this one. You don't have to find me credible. I can find me credible this. Who beat y'all in 88? Who beat you in 80? Who beat you in 88? Who beat you in 04? 88, 89? Who beat you in 88, 89? And who beat you in 04? That's all you need to know. Y'all would have what? How many? How many? You would have 19? Y'all would have 19, right? Okay.
I don't know. That 88 team was a beast.
88, 89. We beat y'all there, and then we went back to back from 89 to 90. We won't find that credible. I don't keep up with y'all shit. I keep up with my shit. It is what it is.
You know what killed the Lakers in the 80s and the early 90s?
Who gives
You know what killed them? Magic's AIDS.
Oh yeah, it did.
That's it. That
you don't have to find me credible, sir. But it's like this. I'm not on Google. I'm doing this shit live. I don't have cliff notes. So okay, motherfuckers can fucking fuck up one year. Okay, but the Spurs didn't stop y'all fucking run. Y'all went back the next year in 04. And then what happened? That's when your credibility stops. Because if y'all never went back, then the Spurs stopped your dynasty. You went back and got that ass whooped 4-1. Now that's credible. The next subject, man. I love fucking Lakers fans. Because when they bad, they start trying to pull out shit out their ass. We got 17. Who gives a fuck? That's like a Celtics fan coming up to me. We got 16. Y'all won most of y'all shit when it was 18.
So the last ring the Lakers won was the bubble.
The bubble. Yeah. The bubble one.
And it doesn't look like they'll be winning it anytime soon.
I guarantee you this: the Pistons will win one before the Lakers.
Ooh, you got push ups
on that. Bet 20 on that. Bet 20 on that because y'all sold y'all mortgaged y'all future. And once LeBron leave, what the fuck y'all got?
Well, we won't know until 2027. So
they won't know till 2027.
We're 5 years removed, so we'll find out in 5 years.
Look, that's when the next time they can pick in the first round, huh?
Yeah.
The next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
No, I say 88, 89, not the 88, 89 was the season. And then it was 89, 90. That's what I said. 88, 89. You know, they always put the season before with that. That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I know 88 was the Lakers. It should have been 88 Pistons, but they cheated us. So 88, 89, and I said 89, 90 Pistons. That's what I said. Because we did win the 88 season, but we won it in 1989. You know, the championship is in
Yo,
89.
Right,
why is Izzy on YouTube and not sitting next to one of us?
Because I don't know. I think he out.
He
said, boom, next t-shirt. That's credible. Yeah, it is credible. I told you, look, from 88 to 89, in the 88 season, we won the 88 season. The Lakers won the 87-88 championship. We won the 88-89 championship. That's how basketball goes. It goes.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like I said 88 team because when it started, it was the 88 team. But the 89, 89, 90, you know, it's what it is.
We know.
But who's y'all MVP, man? Before I start, before another Laker fan come on here trying to come for me.
He's gonna say LeBron. Watch, you're gonna pull up his comment. He's gonna put LeBron down.
I love it though. It's like
NBA MVP
because you're off a year and you're trying to remember shit on the fly and do a show. It's like I don't have cliff notes. I do my shit like off the cuff like a motherfucker. So it's like I'm trying to remember this shit.
Gotta be off the top.
You gotta be on top of the dome. That's the best way to do it. But I'm just like this. You got one in on me. I'm not always right. Shit. You got me? Shit. You got me on by a year. We still I was right on the years we bust that ass though. In the words of Izzy, that's credible. I was right there on 75% of our championships. We beat the Lakers. Not even 75. I'm sorry, 66% because it was 3. 66% of the time we beat the Lakers. That's still a winning percentage. That's still a better winning percentage than LeBron James has in the finals.
Sheesh.
Oh shit! Let's go to more credible. Let's go to more credible thoughts. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny, man. Y'all gotta realize that. That's funny, man. I like having fun. This shit funny.
It really is.
I've never been a fan of LeBron Lakers, but I'm letting y'all know who wins seldom will never talk shit about my franchise. I'm gonna talk shit about the Lakers as long as y'all the fucking Lakers. Fuck the Lakers. I don't fucking like the Lakers. Ever since they cheated us in 88, 87, 88 for people who want to be exact. I've been like, fuck the Lakers. They fucking cheated, but they cheated. I've been a fucking Pistons fan. Fuck the Lakers. Okay, so you Jesus now. So you Jesus and God now. You never been wrong a day in your life. Okay.
Nobody's wrong with Google.
Okay.
No, y'all know Nick. So Nick.
Okay. Yeah, I've never been wrong in my life. Okay. I bet you thought you was going to the playoffs this year. I bet you that. I bet you we can pull up, go on your page and find out that you said we was going to playoffs this year. I bet you didn't think you was going to be sitting your ass at home. I bet you that.
No.
I bet you money at the beginning of the season. I told y'all wasn't making the playoffs. You'd have probably bet me every dollar you had in your pocket. Cause ain't no way you didn't see that y'all was not making the playoffs. If you say you didn't see y'all making the playoffs, I'm gonna call you a liar right now.
They said they wanted Westbrook. Westbrook was gonna do it.
Yeah,
Got 2
I'm there. I'm just saying. He said he never been wrong in his life, right? I bet you you thought y'all was going to the playoffs. When y'all got that stacked team, I bet you said you thought you would not think in your mind, you wouldn't think y'all be sitting at home in 11th place. I guarantee it. You can say what you want.
I don't think half of the NBA thought that they were going to be in 11th
I'm a Pistons
place.
fan. I thought y'all at least was going to be in 8.
I thought the playoffs.
Or at least the play-in. I thought y'all at least going to be in 8. And that's being real.
And
so
I thought after the All-Star game,
y'all was gonna make the playoffs. Y'all wasn't gonna make the playoffs. I'm gonna call you a liar because everybody said because y'all had AD. We talking about the beginning of the season before the injuries. Talking about before the injuries. I'm telling you, you did not see yourself not making the playoffs.
When it was helping the LA team, I remember the LA teams being what it was like 6-7 when it was healthy.
Yeah.
Well, Clippers weren't healthy because Kawhi is gone for the season. So PG had to carry
it. Said, I bet money. I never said we'll make the playoffs. Oh, there we go. You're not credible, sir. We talk about the beginning of the year. You seriously thought y'all wasn't gonna make the playoffs at the beginning of the year, especially when y'all won the game?
You have listen. You have 5 players.
Before we get to this MVP stuff, I'm just saying. So you really gonna sit here and say with a straight face, you would have betted that y'all was gonna miss the playoffs, that y'all was gonna be in 11th place? You gonna sit there and you gonna sit there with that lie? You gonna sit there with that fucking lie?
Then you ain't you're not a real Lakers fan.
Come on, man.
You're not a real Lakers fan. You have the GOAT. You have, AD. You have Carmelo coming off the bench.
So
you have Westbrook.
Like my Pistons when I say, "Oh, we're not gonna make the playoffs."
I thought they were gonna make the playoffs, and I'm not a Lakers fan.
But I always say, man, we like 2-3 years away. I said that's multiple takes of me saying, like, hey, my Pistons like 2-3 years away.
But you've been saying that for like 6-7 years.
Yeah, so 2-3 years away. Fuck it. No, I haven't. You gotta look at my take when we had Reggie Jackson and them. I say, man, we are in the shitter. Trade Reggie Jackson, trade Blake Griffin. I was on their head. So it's like I was realistic Piston fan. I wasn't one of them people like I remember. Trade. My favorite line was I'll trade Reggie Jackson for an old rusty washing machine. I remember that. I said I'll trade him for that. So you don't sit here and say you thought your Lakers. I'm just saying you gonna say you thought your Lakers at the beginning of the season were getting Russell Westbrook, getting Carmelo Anthony, getting Dwight Howard back. You got the GOAT.
AD.
You got AD. That's y'all gonna be in 11th place.
I'm not a Lakers fan. And I thought they were gonna make the playoffs.
He just don't want to be wrong. It's okay.
All I know, if a championship could get debates like this, I can't wait to Big Z get us one. I'm gonna ride with Zion.
You better pound the fucking table like Skip
I have
Bayless.
so little.
Look, you better pound the table like Skip Bayless if y'all get one. Get one with Zion.
Won't bow down. I'm not giving nobody Zion. Y'all have to pry Zion on my cold, dead hands. And I'm saying it first.
Hey, bro, the Pistons are like one of the winningest organizations in the fucking league. So what you talk about we used to losing? If you go in our history, we was always in the playoffs, bro. We just started getting to losing after 08. Then you got that. But if you look at every era of the Pistons, even the other era, we was always in the playoffs. Might not won every time, but fuck, we was in the playoffs. So I don't get happy with every win. I'm happy with progress of my team because there's a young team. So you're supposed to get happy with progress. That's called being a real fan. When I'm supposed to be like, oh, Pistons won. Oh, fuck it. Hell, I'm surprised they won. When we beat a great team like we've been doing, we've been beating top tier teams, which y'all couldn't do this year. So we can't celebrate. Hey man, we put up my young team showing promise for the future.
I mean, let's give a round of applause because y'all got like one of the 7 or 8 players that scored over 40 this season. So
drop 50. I'm like, shit. I didn't even look. You go on my page. I didn't even post about him dropping 50.
I mean,
I can't tell you the last time I posted about the Pistons. The only time I post about the Pistons is when I'm fucking making a joke with like Celtic fans because my sister's a Celtic fan and a Duke fan. I don't know why.
That's
I'm throwing shots at the Lakers.
Combination.
I said, I'm throwing shots at the Lakers because I know too many Laker fans. That's all the time I drop a Piston fan all for a joke. I know my team ain't going nowhere for a couple years. You better get used to that feeling. Because y'all ain't winning shit. You say you so used to winning. Y'all didn't win this year. Let's talk about the here and now. Where are y'all this year? I'm going to get my Paul Heyman hands. Where are y'all this year?
oh,
You can't talk shit about the Pelicans this year because where are the Pelicans? Where are you? Is it what would you have done me for? What have you done for me lately, league?
Yes.
I don't care about your championships in the bubble. I don't care about your 08 championships at all. The other one with Kobe won. I don't care about my 04 championship because they ain't doing me no good now. What we doing now? We both on the sideline chilling, watching the Pelicans and the other people go at it.
Yep.
The Knicks there too. We all there. We having a party.
Yeah, but see, I'll be realistic. I'm never gonna think the fucking Knicks are gonna win anything anytime soon until that owner sells the damn team. And I'll be real, they're never going to win. I don't care if Zion and Zion's grandmother, I don't care who comes in. Until that dude still owns it, we're not going anywhere.
Nah, it's not bragging, bro. I was teasing y'all because there's a lot of Lakers fans who told me they was going to the championship this year. You come on the podcast all late and shit, and you try to tell I was bragging. What the fuck? I only brag because you said you ain't do shit in 04. And I said, okay, who the fuck beat you in 04? That's a fact. That's not bragging. Bragging is, I'm not saying, oh, my Pistons are great. My Pistons are this. I say, but another fact, my Pistons had a better record than you after the All-Star break. I've only been speaking facts, sir. You've been speaking with feelings. I was just wrong on one fact. I was off a year. You speaking with feelings, sir. That's what happened. I just spoke facts. They were overrated by the media and by most Laker fans. I'm not saying you, but most Laker fans. They were overrated. And shit, they were shit. Laker fans talk the most shit. But when you start talking about Lakers, oh man, they start getting bad. They start coming with, we got 17. We got this. We got that. We got this. Who gives a shit? Y'all at home with my Pistons, who y'all call sad. That's the facts. So I can tease. My team been out of it. So I can tease. Fuck. I'm probably going to tease the Pelicans if they lose.
well,
ain't nobody safe.
Nobody's safe. Eric got the right to tease the Pistons. The Knicks out of it. He teases. He's the diabolical hater. He teases me all the time. What the fuck?
I'm going to wear my colors regardless.
Back to work. Lakers probably win this decade too. I'm used to winning. I already said it. I bet you the Pistons have a better record this decade before y'all damn Lakers. Because y'all sold y'all mortgage, y'all future. See, y'all, he's not thinking. He's thinking with it. Not thinking. The Pelicans own y'all next 2 years picks. Then y'all, to get Westbrook, y'all gave some more picks away.
Well, we already know. So if they get rid of Westbrook, then the Hornets are pretty much stacked with young guys and young talent. And I can tell you 2 people that they're not moving: Bridges and Ball. So
yeah.
We'll see.
You know what they told them? They said if you want, you know what most teams told them? If you want to move Westbrook, you got to give me that 2027 pick.
Yikes.
So if you lose that 2027 pick, you're not picking in the first round till 2028. So how many second rounders you think gonna fill up your team when them old people retire?
You better hope. You
get
better
used
hope
to
there's
losing.
free agents out there that want to come play for
come
your
up.
squad.
Get used to losing. Get used to losing. That's all I can tell you. Get used to losing, Mr. Hunter.
Jeannie Buss is gonna lose her job.
Oh, never had.
Fuck his film. God damn, man.
Whoa.
It's all right, man. Get used to losing. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the conversation. But it's still funny. Boy, you say Lakers fans come in, man. See, I got some. I ain't mean to ignore you, Mr. Anthony. Will Smith was bad for the Oscars for 10 years. It was expected.
Okay, now what does that actually mean? I mean, I know some of the answer, but I don't know the long-term answer.
I don't think he could come to the Oscars for 10 years.
No, because it's not like it's a job. So what that actually means, and this is from the language that I understand to come to find out, this means he doesn't get to vote for 10 years. It doesn't mean that he don't get to have a seat and be there or be nominated.
Who gives a shit?
And he can still win. It just means that his vote, whenever the actors or whatever can vote on something, he can't do it. It doesn't give him more money. It doesn't give him less money. So overall, in the long term, what does that mean?
Nothing.
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 It's just a headline. It's only clickbait. We'll talk about it from the word go. I mean, I'm sorry that this king, he had a mental breakdown, and we are big on mental health here on the show.
Yes.
So I give him that, but no one won in that situation because the Oscars. This is what the Oscars.
Chris won. I'm gonna tell you, Chris won. Money wise, he won because his tickets jumped up 200%.
Sold out.
I get that, but here's the thing that no one else is talking about. Now, as a minority in this country, we actually had a chance to show up to the big show, and we showed out. We showed up and we showed out. This shows you how
the Oscars was actually watch-worthy today.
How well spoken we are, and now we don't have that because of this one incident.
Will Smith proved what everybody says about black people. They don't know how to act.
Will Smith proved what everybody thought about Will Smith, that he's a cuck.
Now he honestly
I fucking said it. Like I said it on the other one, and I got into it with both the Lalas.
Listen,
a real man don't handle shit like that. I'm not about to let that be a microcosm about black people. That's about Will Smith getting his manhood taken by his wife. That's all that shit was.
She made him look like a bitch, and he thought that stepping up to Chris Rock and standing up for his woman was going to make him look tough.
It didn't.
Well, no. I'm going to disagree with you both. Like I said, I see it as a mental breakdown because
his woman beat him up.
It's history. I mean, it's well noted how much Will loves his wife. By the absolute meaning of the word, this man loves his wife.
But do she love him?
No. I see. I can't see that because if you love your wife, you ain't letting you're not having an open relationship. You ain't letting no other man stick his dick in your wife.
And I'm saying that some people do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't tell them what they do sexually. Some people got different quirks sexually, so I can't go on that.
I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see it.
Them Hollywood people are weird. They into all that shit. So
to me, you love your woman. That's your woman.
When you enter the echelon of being famous,
rich people got a different way of thinking with this shit.
Rich people are historically weird. So
they're weird as fuck.
I'm gonna give them that. But overall, at the end of the day, I mean, it's well noted how much Will loves his wife and what he's willing to do to, have her pleased. So I'm not. Yeah. They're weird like that. They're weird like that. So I'm not gonna sit here and bash and cancel because Will represents. I'm not gonna say represents, but he is a part of minorities and the black.
I didn't say cancel the
But
brother. I'm like this.
Wait. I got this. You're all right. I could say maybe he had a lapse in mental, but if you saw, first of all, what Chris Rock said didn't warrant a slap.
It didn't.
It didn't.
Second of all, after he said it, Will Smith was laughing his ass off. So where's the mental break? Was it that Jada gave him a dirty look and said, this is what when I heard it, I can see her doing it because she's the narcissist in the relationship. So she turned and said Tupac wouldn't have laughed. Tupac would have went up there and smacked
I just think it was just a look. Because I think he got that look many times in his life. He's a beaten down man. I'll be real with you. Dude is a beaten down man.
Listen, he got embarrassed on her little Facebook show.
I'm just saying, he's a beaten down man because it's not just that. It's like there's another video of him when he was asking not to be recorded and she just kept doing it. Yeah. So it's like he's a beat down emotional man. They don't know what the fuck to do.
She wears the pants, he got the pussy, and that's it.
It's like this. I think he loves her too much to the fact that he put as his own detriment. And I don't think she loves him enough.
That ain't true love to me, man.
Him, loves her.
Yeah.
That ain't true love to me.
First, it's true love on his part, but it's not true love on hers. So it's not equal. They're not equally yoked. It's like as you go in the Bible, you got to be equally yoked, as they say. They're not equally yoked on the love level. And the thing is, what done it for me is when the daughter wrote a letter to Tupac talking about how much his mom need him. That would have been the final straw. That'd have been the fucking divorce.
Oh man,
you got my kids turning against me. I gotta cut your fucking water. You gotta get out of here.
Like, I really don't. I can't give him an excuse for that shit because he laughed. His reaction would have been get up off the chair exactly when he said it and did it. Then I would say, yeah, that was a mental breakdown. But he laughed. He sat there and laughed until he went like this, and she had that bulldog look on her face. Then the next thing you know,
you call Will Smith the king. Nah, Denzel is better than Will Smith. Well, Denzel is class.
Yeah, Denzel is a lot more classier of a human being.
Well, embarrass himself, he did. Sorry, but I'm not saying Mr. See, we not part of that upper echelon of class.
I don't even think if I had that money, I'm gonna let somebody else dick my wife down.
Money changes some people. Money, I don't think money will change us, but money changes some people, make them look at different shit. We ain't never been to them parties where they doing them different shit.
He's pussy whipped and would let his wife do whatever she wants.
I love my wife, but go next door and come back an hour. I still love you. Nah, that's stupid. Nah, that is. I'm like this. I can see both points. And I agree with both points. I think he had a fucking mental breakdown and a lapse in judgment. I think it was just, you know what, that look gave him PTSD. He said, man, I got to do something. Because that look got shot at him before.
That look 100 times before.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that look got shot at him before. And every husband know what that fucking look, your wife cut their eyes and look at you like, man, fuck, I got to do something. You got to think and say, what's the smartest thing I should do? The smartest thing with him to do is to, even if you want to go up there, play around with Chris Rock and whisper in his ear, nigga, you say something else again, I'll slap the fuck out you. You know, something like that, where the mic couldn't pick it up. Or you could have just called him in the bathroom and say, man, I appreciate that.
Listen, if he would have tried if he would have caught Chris Rock in the bathroom and tried to smack him, Chris Rock would have fucked him up.
But still, I'm like, that'd have been a more respectable way to do it than to go up there and slap a man in front of everybody.
Because he thought that listen, if that was Steve Harvey or Cedric the Entertainer, he would have looked right back at Jada and said, oh, well, wear a wig. He wouldn't have did that shit. Steve Harvey would have fought him right there on site.
I don't think Steve now would do it. Maybe say it. But Steve is at another level now where he can't fight.
Steve would have been Steve would have been about that action. I will give Steve that.
He'd probably whooped his ass after the show. Definitely wouldn't. He would have left. He would have went to no Oscar party. I could have told you that. But I'm just on this. I'm like this. It's like he made a wrong judgment. The thing was is to sit back and stop laughing. That look, I used to look I'd have did. I'd have been laughing. If my wife was shot to look, I'd have stopped laughing. I'd have sat back. I wouldn't have done nothing. I'd have just
But
sat there.
listen, like I said, what he said didn't warrant a smack in the face. Like you said, maybe after the fact, say something to him, but to go up on stage and embarrass
A
himself,
mental breakdown.
his family.
Kanye West, Will Smith just scared us. Mental break. I work in the mental health field. Mental breakdowns have many different forms and different people. Some people come in there, and I'm like, why the fuck are you even here for that shit?
And I just
It is like certain people can't cope with shit. He can't cope with losing Jada. His thing in his mind, if I fuck up, I'm gonna lose Jada. That's the end of my world because he's madly in love with her.
He is madly in love. He loves her more than
Booty blinded. The boy booty blinded.
Y'all know why.
Pussy whipped. Say it. He's pussy whipped. But how do you share that shit if you're pussy whipped?
She must be doing some strange shit that he can't get nowhere else. I'm just saying. Her shit must shoot out gold or something. I don't fucking know. You gotta ask Will. I don't fucking know.
The only person who can address this, and I mean, he got to do it like from the heart. He has to set the mood. He has to set the atmosphere. It just has to be a camera and him rolling. Is Will Smith? That's the only person who can address this.
And he hasn't.
And he's not.
And he won't
apologize. But I mean, I don't see it as a genuine apology. I see it as, I got hit by my reputation.
And then your girl saying this report saying your girl saying I didn't need him to defend me. I'm like, oh shit. You can't even defend your man right now. This is the time you need to be on his side. And right there,
she threw him out to the dogs again. Like when she brought him on the show and says, "Oh, by the way, you know, I was sleeping with so-and-so who happens to be your son's good friend."
I felt that one though. Man. I felt that one when that was a low blow.
That's where I can see your mental breakdown thing. But to me, the joke had to be worth the smack. And that joke wasn't worth the smack.
I think he just got tired of people joking on him and his family, real talk, because they was the butt of jokes for like a year.
Listen, I've heard people say worse shit about Jada.
I know. I'm just saying they've been a butt of joke from years, from like millions.
When you put your business out there, that's what a comedian does. They take these things from everywhere and they write their material.
Comedy is taking real life situations and making light of it with perfect timing. That's what it does. It gives you these old jacked up situations, and somebody's gonna come and they're gonna pick something, and they're gonna make light of it and harp on it with good timing. That's all comedy is.
Yeah, you got it. And it's cool. And like
what if it was Richard Pryor?
Shit, it was Richard Pryor, man. Richard Pryor would have said some fucked up shit.
That's what I'm saying. Our society has gotten so soft that you can't even have a joke like, "Hey, I'll see you in G.I. Jane 2." When back in the day, Richard Pryor would have said some off the wall shit that would have had everybody like, "Oh, damn, he really said that?" Like I said, I understand that maybe he does have PTSD with that relationship, because in all aspects he had to live up to Tupac, and he'll never live up to Tupac.
To me, he's better than Tupac, man. Dude making way. Dude is a fucking megastar.
Only because Tupac got killed. I
know. I'm just saying.
If Tupac would have been alive, Tupac would have did more movies, because Tupac was a decent. I think he was a good actor.
He was a good actor. He went to Juilliard. I think he go to like a Juilliard or some shit.
Yeah, and that's where him and Jada were in the Juilliard in Chicago.
Before we get back on the sports, I'm just saying, like, look, if we go back to like facts over feelings, facts is even though he died, Will is a megastar now. So you don't have to live up to nobody. That's you not living up, not being comfortable with yourself. So that's a man who's not comfortable with himself. I'd have told her, you can shoot all your dirty looks you want. That shit was funny. And she'd have just sat there and we'd have fussed. We'd have fussed all out of the thing, and that'd have been it for it. I'm not about to
But my thing
I'm not about to
also,
fucking go up there and slap a motherfucker. Like they got
after
some of these
after
women.
he smacks her, after he smacked Chris Rock, they got her on video laughing like it was a joke.
Yeah.
Like it was funny. Like, haha. Because
more people thought it was a skit at first. And then
because of the way he swung his hand. That shit
he
looked like a
walked off
movie
like he was
smack.
on Wild Wild West.
That didn't look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't look like a smack.
He did that walk like he was in Hitch.
Yes.
When he grabbed and stopped walking. Yeah.
You can't take a joke, but Amber Rose been bald for years.
Yeah, she's hot.
It's not like Jada Wool had long flowing hair. She been short hair for years. Who cares? People
listen, if alopecia was something that killed you, then I can understand him getting smacked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If alopecia was a deadly disease and he made a joke, folks, then I can see, okay, go smack that motherfucker.
This is alopecia, folks.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold on. Because Jada most fire role of me was when she was in Peaches and Low Down Dirty Shame. And she had short hair then. She hot in that movie. So I personally, the joke
don't see the big deal.
More of a compliment than anything. So that's just my spin on it. I don't know.
And I'm saying, and I'm like, Demi Moore was hot as shit that movie, bald headed. Listen,
if you didn't want to be a focus of a joke, don't sit in the fucking front row.
But when you got that kind of money, people expect that out of you. Yeah. And you have to maintain that. So
my thing is,
you have to know that a comedian is going to come after you.
I'll put it this way. I would have banned his ass from coming to the Oscar for 10 years.
No, I would have banned his ass from winning a fucking Oscar.
No, I just said this. You can't come to the show. You can't get nominated. You can't get shit for 10 years.
Hold on, fellas. Cause like I said, I love our delegation. Yeah. And being in the Academy, it is hard. It is extremely hard to not only be recognized, but to get these nominations and to win. Because Will Smith has been acting since what, 92, 93?
I get you. But he sullied his own name, though. It's not like it's injustice.
I'm not saying.
He sullied his own name, though.
Yep. He did it to himself.
We all, well.
We can't have this in the Oscars. I'm like, if you wanted to send a message. But you know the Oscars are not about.
Listen, if this was BET, cool. This is the Oscar.
Man, you can't be shitting on BET like that. You should say Sosa Awards or something, man. Fuck.
Go back to the source, man.
There's a Sosa Awards I see, but you can't do that shit at the Oscars, man.
Hey. That's why the name says Diabolical Hater. I go after whoever.
The most diabolical of all haters.
Yes, you are. And speaking of that, where's Dave Chappelle at when you need it? Man, he'd probably try to beat up Dave Chappelle because Dave Chappelle would say some fucked up shit.
Oh, Dave Chappelle would have but Dave Chappelle wouldn't have stayed smacked.
You wouldn't have smacked Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle would have probably uppercutted his ass. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. He picked the time because it was Chris Rock.
But they say they've been having underlying beef for a while. So
why? Because Chris Rock is funny and you do stuff in your life that you show in public that give him the fuel to say shit about you. If you don't want to be the butt of a joke, then stay by your. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing.
All right. I think Anthony said some other stuff too. He had a couple questions while I was fucking with that Laker fan. Just throwing out news. Browns just signed another quarterback, but Baker's still on the team. Baker.
Oh man, I got so much beef with Cleveland right now. So much beef. And
why you got beef for Cleveland? We need to hear why you got beef for Cleveland.
My beef for Cleveland is they done jacked up the entire quarterback market.
Yes.
You gave $230 million to this guy. I mean, don't get me wrong.
You might not play.
Talent, but I mean, you're changing the market for what reason? Because you don't even know you're going to get him immediately. Now, I can see if you threw out, let's give a round number of I don't know, 100. You throw out 100 M's and still take this dude away from New Orleans and Atlanta. But you changed the entire market now. And this dude, what has he proven besides this one playoff victory for a Houston franchise team that basically gave up everybody?
Well, when he plays, he is a top 3 quarterback.
3 in the AFC with Burrow
in his prime. I say if he never would have now, probably not because he'd been away from the game. But when he was playing, he was a top 3 quarterback. He was. They were looking at him. Mahomes, remember, it was Mahomes going all Watson, and then Brady, of course, was always Brady. He was a top 3 quarterback. He was in that echelon. So I see why they did it. I don't agree the amount of money they did it, but
that's what I'm saying. That's why I got the beef. It's just like they back that Brinks truck up. Say, bro, we got this truck here. Where you want us to park it? I just leave it.
I think he was headed to Atlanta, though, dude. I really think he was heading to Atlanta, even though he liked our brass. They have a picture of him with like all his Browns jerseys, but there's an Atlanta jersey that was on the table. He forgot to take off. So I think he might have been going to Atlanta.
I think he was going to Atlanta as well.
And he would have regret that shit. There's nothing in Atlanta.
Outside Pitts, I don't see where their weapons are. I mean,
that Patterson. It's Pitts and Patterson.
But that's a good way of bringing people in if you got a top 3 quarterback.
Well, they say Juice Landry.
Then you want to play with him.
They said Juice Landry was coming. Fournette was coming to Atlanta. A lot of people was coming to Atlanta if he'd have went to Atlanta. So it'd have probably,
the team would have been better.
The moves of the all season, because we could even say that the all season is far from completed. So we still got to go through the draft. So we'll see what we see.
I can't wait for the draft.
The results that's
on me neither.
And with Cleveland making that move, I mean, I applaud them for doing what they did because it takes guts to do that. But you made this guy, Baker, you got him disgruntled. Now, I don't even know how he continues his career because the way he had to go out the door. Because obviously he put that out there because that team already said, look, you're not our guy anymore. We're not married to you. So from him
going different regime though. Different regime.
First round pick, carrying, being with this franchise for X number of years, and then they're like, okay, we're not married to you. I can understand how that hurts. Cause it's kind of like being in a relationship, like any relationship. You go after this person, you put your all heart and soul into it because you want the stuff to work, and then they come around, they decide, you know what? They wake up one morning and be like, you know what? This stuff just ain't working. And I mean, it takes guts to sit out there and work during these hot months and full padding and equipment and working your body out and tiring your body out, this, that, and the third. You got to nurture your body. And I mean, of course, people want to do that, but he's doing that for a goal for going to a championship. And now that they got this guy, how is he going to pick up his career at this point moving forward?
He's going to be a backup.
No, what's going to happen, they're waiting until after the draft. They're going to wait until after the draft and see what teams are really starving for a quarterback. Because this draft doesn't have that many quarterbacks in it.
I'm going to put it this way. I think the dude going to be a backup, a career fucking backup after this. I think unless he changes his game, get more accurate.
He's too small.
He's gonna be a career backup. He gonna realize nobody about to throw the Brinks truck for Baker Mayfield no more.
Ain't nobody Doug Flutie. That dude is small.
Nobody's gonna do it. But speaking of NFL, since we didn't get to the MVP thing, that doesn't matter anymore because we up tired of talking about NBA stuff.
I was gonna say Ja because of his gameplay. I thought that he might be somebody they should consider for MVP. I wanted to answer that question, but we got into all the Will Smith and whatnot.
And Lakers shit. But I had Giannis as my MVP.
They're like right there. I think
Giannis is my MVP. Like real talk.
I go with what the award is, most valuable player, and I think the most valuable player for his team has been Embiid, because you take Embiid off that team, then they're not winning the way that they're winning. So
Are
that was,
the Bucks winning the way they winning without Giannis though?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so. Because they got a nice defensive squad. They nice long trees out there. So I mean, if Giannis would have missed a couple of games, 10, 15 games, I think that team without him until he gets back can get them about 8 or 9.
I got more 5 or 6 probably because they could be beat without that beast right there. But they had a trade that happened for my Saints, me and Eric Saints.
Oh yeah,
trade.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the draft pick trade.
Whew,
oh yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it because I'm like, last time we moved up in the draft, we got fucking Marcus Davenport instead of Lamar Jackson. But I'm gonna say, or Derwin James.
What number did you move from? Like what number to what number?
18,
so
19?
we were 18.
18, and we moved up to 16, and we got the 19th pick.
Yeah. So we moved down.
19.
So essentially, the draft order goes: the Eagles going to pick, and then we're going to pick, and that's going to happen twice because we got one of their picks because they had 3 picks. The Eagles had
back
3
to back. It was like back to back to back.
Yeah,
like that.
So they wind up switching it up. So now an Eagles pick at 15, and then we get 16, and I think they get the 18, and we get 19.
You know, the Eagles had 4 first-round picks. They got one early. They got their own picks, and then they got those 3.
Oh wow!
So they got the one early, and then they gave us the 16th to the 19th. Only thing I don't like, we gave up a first and a second. You know, the following years and shit. That's the only thing I didn't like.
So I mean, I think because I don't see how they're going to use the picks. I think they're going to use that as bait and try to get that next year pick back.
Yes, hopefully. I'm like, it better be a fucking wide receiver.
That's what I'm thinking.
It better be a wide receiver. It better not be none of these quarterbacks.
And these previous seasons, you worked on defense, you worked on building the line. Now you did that. Now it's time to attack skill positions. Because guess what? We don't have nobody in the room like that. I mean, we got Jabo, but he's 28. So eventually you're gonna need a quarterback, but
not this draft.
No. There's not many. There's like maybe 3 or 4 that they're projecting to do.
All 3rd-round grades as I got them.
And
there's no can't miss prospect at quarterback in this draft.
But really, draft, you can get a superstar in the 3rd and 4th round.
Understand? Next year's draft, that's the quarterback draft. That's why I say, if we did this next year, I'd have been like, I'm all for this shit. This year, these are quarterbacks that got question marks. It's like that Baker Mayfield fucking draft. Question marks. And it's like, you don't draft a quarterback in the 1st round unless you're going to pay him.
What was it? The top 3 pick? No, wait. It was Baker. We took Darnold. And who went next?
I think it was Buffalo? Buffalo, yeah, Buffalo.
So Buffalo's the only one that made out because the dude that went after him, the other Josh, is booty.
Yeah, Rosen sucked. Yeah, Rosen sucked.
So you're lucky if you get one.
I'm just saying, you with this, you can't go quarterback 16th pick.
No.
Quarterback 19th pick. I'll take that.
No.
Because you got it. They took a quarterback last year with Ian Book.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're not married to it, but at the same time, you got to see how it pans out.
You got Jameis, and if he pans out to be Jameis, like the first number 1 overall pick, Jameis, you got Jameis for 10 years. Give him some weapons and see what the fuck he can do. I would go receiver. I would get 2 receivers. I would get both of the fucking receivers.
You don't need no D-backs. You don't need no safety.
Defense is solid. Defense is ridiculously solid.
One of your safeties isn't solid.
Who you talking about, Moy?
Marcus May.
I'm saying May. Yeah. May is solid when he's not hurt.
Yeah, but he's
coming in hurt. He's coming in hurt. So, I mean, overall,
I think they go
I
safety
like that kid.
receiver.
I like that kid they got from the Tampa, but he's another injury risk. He's a player. He's a playmaker.
I
But
think that your team should go receiver and safety.
I'm like this. They always find a defensive talent in the second. And we got C.J. Gardner-Johnson in the third round. So you can find it's a deep. You can find some safeties. We need receivers.
Yeah,
If last year proved anything, we need receivers.
me too.
Receivers. That's what we fucking need. Or maybe
Me too.
offensive lineman, because we did lose Armstead. So we get a receiver and an offensive tackle, and I'll be fine.
That's
Do
the only
not
thing
get a quarterback.
That's exactly what I was thinking about as well.
Do not get a quarterback. Because it's a great O-line draft, by the way. It's a great O-line draft.
Yes.
So get an O-lineman and get you a receiver. Fuck that quarterback.
I think that's why the Jets ain't worried about Beckham, because this is a good O-lineman draft. I think they're going to.
Will DK to the Jets happen?
Nope. Because you know how
They
much the
stupid.
Jets would have to give up for him?
Man, y'all offered the first round pick for him. They didn't take it.
They offered a 10.
Number 10.
I think they wanted to offer the 10 pick.
DK Metcalf? Fucking why not take that?
That's all.
Seattle's not taking
That's
that.
all.
They want more. They want at least two
that Tyreek
2
Hill
to 3 good
thing
draft
fucked
picks.
everything up. See that Tyreek Hill to the Dolphins shit?
Yes.
Fuck shit up.
No, it starts with Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Devontae Adams, but they
The
gave
same
up
when you were bitching about the quarterback, about Watson, it's the same thing with Devontae Adams. That contract fucked everything up for all the rest of the receivers out there, because now everybody wants that money.
Devontae is he
he
warrants
deserves
that.
it. He deserved that money though.
He's been playing, and not only that, he came into last season disgruntled, and still look what the Packers squeaked out. So
it's like they had 4 picks, dude. Like I said, I think it was 4. I think they got 4. I think the Eagles had 4 fucking picks. I know they picked a lot of times. I know they picked early because they had a sucky ass record.
But they beat us though.
They beat us though. Yeah, they did beat us. No, they had 3. I'm sorry, they had 3.
I thought it was 3.
It was 3. Because they almost made the playoffs. I had to think about it. They almost made the playoffs.
Right.
Yep. 3 picks. They wasn't going to take that. We got 2 picks, so we'll see. And it's 3 picks. And I know the Dolphins had like 4 picks too. They gave up most of their shit.
Dolphins had it all.
The Dolphins, they were gonna be Dolphins this whole draft.
The Dolphins are doing what the Rams did last year. What a lot of these teams are starting to do now is
we don't need these picks.
Put it all in.
To Mike Dicker. Fuck this draft.
Before it was cool, that was Mike Dicker.
Mike Dicker was the first person I say fuck a draft. That's the first person I ever see. You know what? We're getting 1 person and I'm out. That dude said I'm going on vacation. He said with the 5th pick, the Saints take Ricky Williams. Going on vacation. That's what he said. That was the quickest draft I ever seen for being a Saints fan. I didn't watch this stuff.
I'll take Ricky Williams right now.
I'm just saying. That's basically what the Dolphins doing. Like, fuck them draft picks. Like the Rams. Fuck these draft picks. I think the Rams don't pick it to the 3rd round or some shit like that. Fuck these draft picks. They're not gonna help us.
It better work. Because they married to Big Tuna now.
Yeah.
But the Rams just got fucking Wagner. Where the fuck are they getting this money from? Shit.
I got a big Brinks truck. Where do you want me to put it, right?
Shit. So it's like it's 2 ways to do it. Build through the draft or just try to buy a championship.
And that's what people are. It's not building through, like the teams that don't got money are building through the draft. The teams that do
small market
have the money, they're like, hey, come here. Here.
But you notice, only people throwing money are big market teams. The
Yeah, but
LA,
the Jets are considered a
Miami.
big market team because we're in New York and we ain't throwing money out like that.
But y'all owners stupid.
Yeah, well, look, there's 2 New York owners that are stupid.
Y'all stupid. They both of them are stupid. I'm like this. Y'all in New York. I'd have been throwing out the money. You know what? Here you go. Back up the Brinks truck.
So much. I really did. I wanted that argument. But we'll have to save it for another day. Because this cat throws people out just for saying sell a team. And that's not right. This is America, Jack.
Bullshit. When you've gone as listen, my Jets haven't done shit since they haven't won a championship since '69.
Oh,
and they had 2 playoff appearances in the last 15 years.
Mark Sanchez.
I have a right to say, get rid of that motherfucking owner. That motherfucking Johnson & Johnson, he can't even get a motherfucking, what do you get it, a vaccine right. You think he's going to run a football team right? Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, man. And look at the Knicks. Look at the Knicks. That dude does not know how to run that team for nothing. Listen, Izzy, don't talk shit because you're
I think he's talking about his Giants too.
You're lucky that your Mets owner, you got new owners. If not,
I think he's talking shit about his Giants too, because you know Izzy almost broke down talking about his Giants.
Well, his Giants, they ain't going nowhere. They ain't gonna do nothing.
They threw money at who? Look at the people they picked up. They didn't pick up no players. Jacksonville gonna suck again.
Yeah.
They just were throwing out money because they couldn't go home with it. Like in the NFL, you can't take. You got to spend so much. You can't keep a lot with you.
The former coach had the money. Clearly.
I'm saying like this. Listen, Jacksonville picked up a lot of players, right? And threw out a lot of guarantees to a bunch of C+ players. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Nobody saying, "Oh, here come Jacksonville."
Nope.
For who? I can't. I just remember Jacksonville was picking a bunch of bums
for the next 2 years. So it doesn't matter.
Christian Kirk. Just saying, Christian Kirk. Okay. Not gonna
listen. I go into every.
He said, "Yes, Barry."
I go into every season for basketball, football, and the only thing I can hold on to is baseball. I mean, I was raised a Yankee fan.
Fucking Yankee.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't sit here and gloat 27 championship, blah, blah, blah. Now, if you come at me in a certain way, then hey, I gotta fall back on that.
Yeah. But you don't lead out with it like
no, I don't lead out with it, but I already know in my mind
a certain Laker fan led with
football
that
season will be in 3rd and 4th place. Basketball season will be lucky to make the playoffs. If not, we're just missing the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hockey fan, but the hockey team that I would go for is the Islanders because I don't like the Rangers. Because why I don't like the Rangers? They wear the same shitty ass colors as the Giants. And I can't stand the Giants.
Oh,
I cannot stand the Giants.
God, I wish Izzy was over here right now.
Yeah, come on. Where is he? Where's the rant? Come at me. The hater against the rant.
Only fake fans talk about how many rings they got. I'm like, look.
You're right. You're right.
I don't talk about
but it's not our fault that your Mets don't have many rings.
Yeah, I'll talk about, you know what I'm saying, I only bring up the ring argument if it's relevant to my case. Like earlier, dudes like, you ain't won since 04. Well, I know my team beat this team, so the last time, who did I beat? Who did we beat in 04? I don't like to bring up Pistons got 3, unless somebody say your team shitty and they ain't got no championship rings like some Pelicans fans do. I'm like, bro, put the championship to talk to me. Like that.
I couldn't contribute to the conversation.
Yeah, it's like, it's like I don't like to lead. We got 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, all the Red Sox, go to Saints. We got 1. We got 1.
It's 1.
I'd rather if
We
got
undefeated though. We undefeated in that motherfucker, just like the Jets. The Jets are undefeated in the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Talk your shit, Jay. Say we undefeated in the Super Bowl.
No, listen. The only thing that I talk about shit about the Super Bowl is that it was a team that went against the best team in football. They had the squad, those Colts. We were not supposed to win that game. They were supposed to stomp us. In all actuality, because one was AFL and the other one was an NFL
I agree.
team.
The Mets have been garbage for years.
You know what I'm saying?
Mets only got 2. And y'all stole one from my damn Buckner.
Oops.
Oh.
Oops.
They would have
did an
one.
Olay on that one. I think Keith Hernandez told him, yo, I got an 8-ball for you if you let this ball go through. He was like, hell yeah. And he told him, as he was running around, I'm the first base.
I was told on my own show I was incredible.
That's funny.
And I know old school facts. And
that's how you could tell you heard him. You heard his feeling. What?
That's my job.
You're not credible.
I'm a diabolical agitator. This is a diabolical hater.
Yeah.
It's purely diabolical on it.
There's no prisoners.
Hashtag.
You know what I'm saying? I'll go after my own team if they're being shitty. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. If my team is being shitty, I will hate on them too.
Man, you seen how hard I went on Taysom Hill last year?
Yeah.
I went on a fucking rant. I said, if he's my fucking quarterback next year, man, I don't know if I could be a Saints fan no more. I said it just like that. They must have heard my cries and put it back tight end.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it came in and seeing the results. And 3-1, this dude, what was his QBR? What's his ratio for touchdowns to intercepts? They said, guess what, bro? You had more than one shot for it.
Dude.
Now, it's going to be the long term. If this is the sample size, I don't like what I'm looking at.
I'm looking like this. We beat the Jets by because they beat themselves.
Yeah.
They beat themselves.
Yeah.
The defense won that game.
Yep.
And then we beat ourselves in that game. At the end of the game that caused me to lose in fantasy. I had an undefeated season going, and he won a break for a 50-yard touchdown and shit, and maybe take my only blemish in fantasy. Fuck Taysom Hill. That's how I fucking feel. I hope they cut his ass. Fuck it. Fuck. Look, I went on mad and I cut his ass immediately off the fucking
team.
You should at least traded him and got something.
No, he couldn't get shit on Madden. He's like a 65. You can't get shit for him. Cut his ass. He lucky I wasn't on. I picked up Kaepernick. That's what I did.
There you go.
He was 81 on the game. The Giants.
I'll take him.
Hey, the Giants beat me. I know the Giants beat me. It's fine. They beat me. We felt like being given to y'all. Here we go. We get in the giving spirit because the Lord knows if you'd have came on this show after we beat y'all, you would have quit the show. You see what I do, Lakers fans, when they lose? I had New York queued up. And then that bullshit happened. Saquon Barkley happened.
We had a defensive lapse. That's all.
So I'm just saying. I tell people, you come on the show, my Pistons lose, come up with all kind of Detroit suck shit. Bring it on. The Saints lose, come on, talk shit about them. The fucking Red Sox lose, go ahead. I don't give a shit. The Red Wings, I even watch hockey.
Listen, I sat here, not on the part of the show, but I sat here once watching you and Nasty right before the Jets were going to play Tennessee. And Nasty ripped the Jets.
Yes.
When we came on the next week, I clicked on it. Woo! Nasty in the woods. He ain't coming to the show. Why? Because he didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to see it. He didn't.
Ass was in the fucking woods.
We had a whole bet. We had the whole 25 push-up challenge. I had to bust out them 25. Actually, I think it was 50.
So I tell people, man. There's a reason why. Go ahead, Eric.
I had to bust out those 50 push-ups for us losing to Tennessee.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
Me and Izzy had a bet that the Jets and the Giants, that he thought the Jets were going to be worse than the Giants. And I said, no. We had a bet. We were even, which was good because I wasn't trying to do no 25 push-ups.
Izzy had a fucking bet about Julio Jones and Galloway, and it was a fucking wash. Like I said, I can't let anybody do push-ups on that. And so I tell people it's the reason why it's called Venom and Smoke. It's not because it's just a fucking name I put together. We spew venom in this motherfucker. It's gonna sting you like I stung that Laker fan.
Yo, he was tight. You could tell he was tight.
It's gonna fucking sting you. Cause these words gonna sting you on this motherfucker. I'm gonna try to get a rise out of you. I'm not gonna talk like, hey, you know, it was a good game. LeBron is the greatest player ever. This shit. I'm not about to do all that shit. He fucking sucked. The Lakers suck. Fuck it. That's how I feel. And then it's called smoke because I'm ready for it. Okay, I was wrong. I caught the smoke on the wrong part.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I say the shit to make people right. Yes. You notice when I said last night, I don't miss Big E. How many people commented after that?
I thought Eric was gonna have an aneurysm on it.
Oh, you a hater. You a hater.
I thought Eric was gonna fucking go nuclear when he said that shit. Yeah. But he chilled. It was the other people.
I was chilling.
So, man, that's the name of the show, man. Your Saints GM is the true MVP. Man, look, Loomis is a part of that fucking mafia, man. Yeah. That's mob ties. We went from 70 million to 30 million over the cap, baby. Who does that?
Loomis has been cooking our books since the day he arrived here.
Cooked.
That's a man that's good with his numbers.
Look, he was 100 mil last year. A lot of people don't realize last year was 100 million, deep into under the salary cap. I mean, over it. I'm sorry, it's over the salary cap. He got that bitch under to about like 5 or 6 million.
Yeah.
And we made space for this season.
Yes. Yeah.
So we made roughly 26 million in space.
Yeah, because how he do those things, he backload them and then he push them to the front so they get their bonus money. See, and then the Taysom Hill contract, a lot of people were like, oh, y'all gave him all that money. I said that was empty calories, baby.
That was a phantom contract. It sounded like, but it was really cooking the books.
He cooked the fuck out the book. 3 voidable years on the contract, and he only got like 20 mil or some shit like that out of 100 mil, and he had to play like a certain percentage of quarterback.
Yep.
And his ass got hurt and fucked his own money up.
Get rid of that quarterback talk now. So y'all cut that stuff out.
Boy, they say we ain't got to pay you that quarterback money. They say, boy, you go to tight end.
That's crap. Yeah, my guy.
But with them moving him like that, does it messes with his contract, right?
Fucking right. He
had incentives.
It does.
Yes, he get tight end money.
That's it.
He don't get that quarterback money no more.
And
he had to start.
This is the last year that Drew Brees is going to be on our books. So,
that's going to bring you a lot of money.
So,
man, I'm looking for next year. Next year, man, that's why I think we're going to get all the damn. I think they just waiting till next year, get Drew off there. A couple other little people.
Look out.
I think that's when they're going to be aggressive.
I'm coming around on Jabo. I like Jabo being the QB.
Yeah, Jabo is the man. Look, I told people. I've been beating the Jameis Winston train since he got there. I'm like, Jameis Winston is the future quarterback of the Saints. Everybody told me no. I said, okay, this dude has a cannon for an arm. He just need to get his decision-making right. He's sitting behind Drew Brees, who's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the football history. He got to learn something. And then he got his eyes fixed. Once I found out he got his eyes fixed, I'm like, we good.
Yeah. So to me, it wasn't more of his decision-making. It was more of him taking the chances of going across the middle. Now that he does have this corrective surgery, I'm pretty sure he'll put the ball exactly where it needs to be to hit the target.
And then James had to mature.
I'm ready for it.
That throwing across the middle bullshit was killing him.
But
It really
gotta
was.
blame the coach. You gotta blame.
He was trying to, you could, if you're a good quarterback, you know where to throw the ball. He was trying to force the ball in, and you can't. That's not the way to be a quarterback.
I tell
You
people,
can't force it. It's got to
was
be
the
there.
#1 pick overall for a reason. And I saw him a lot because he beat the shit out of my Miami Hurricanes that year. I remember that shit. I'm like, fuck, this dude too fucking good.
Yeah,
He's good.
he was good.
Like, he is good. He was a Pro Bowler. He threw for 5,000 yards. You don't do that just because. And he was doing that with bad eyes. He threw for 5,000 yards. He couldn't see the damn field.
Can you imagine then if he got his eyes fixed? Who knows?
He got LASIK surgery. Yeah, who knows? He might throw for 5,500. Shit, who knows?
That line, he ain't getting hurt against Tampa this year.
They telling you ain't running this time. They told his ass you better slide.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Anthony Price, man, I know you're a Commander fan. It's hard to fucking say. How are you feeling about the day? If you still out here, Anthony, let me know how you feel about y'all Washington Commander's name and Carson Wentz walking to him as your quarterback. Y'all went from bad to worse. Y'all should have just kept his magic or some shit. Y'all went from bad to fucking worse.
Didn't he get hurt? So, I mean,
I like
really
Fitzpatrick. I thought
Well,
he was a decent quarterback.
He's just old though, I think.
Yeah, he's old.
He's been around for a while too, so kind of a young man. But that's what I mean. Football is more of a young man's game to me than we've been talking about.
Sports, period. I'm gonna say sports, period. Except for baseball and golf.
About to say not golf.
Baseball.
Golf, you could be ancient and still be relevant.
Tiger Woods still playing, and he up there. Tiger Woods is probably in my age bracket.
But this one hurts, even nasty, because he's a North Carolina fan. This one hurts. Wait, first, I think he answered. He said the name sucks, but the jersey is fine. Their jerseys are, especially all black.
Yeah, that jersey is hot.
We getting a wide receiver this draft, and we will be great this season as long as Chase Young stay healthy. I hope Carson Wentz works out for y'all.
Yeah, because he doesn't seem to work out anywhere. But yeah, he still gets money.
Well, I will say this for Washington. It's kind of like what Coach Tomlin said. I don't want to ever lose enough games to get a player of Chase Young's caliber. So I hope it works out for y'all. I really do.
Yeah. And I'm
as long as they beat the Giants, that's all that matters.
Their defense is fire. It's just they fucking offense sucked. But I like their backup though. The dude Taylor Heineke. I think I should have been your quarterback. He gonna start over Wentz. I give you this. Wentz is gonna suck, and then they're gonna bring Heineke in, and he's just fiery. He just got to get some arm strength. He don't have no arm strength.
He got a ton of heart. I'll give you that.
He can't get the ball to McLaurin. He can't give it to him. You can't get it to him.
He got a Chad Pennington arm.
Yeah,
he throw 25 yards, and that's about it.
That can be coached. You could coach around that.
I don't know. This league is different.
You got to go deep sometimes.
Yeah.
Remember, they caught up to Drew. They found out what to do. Press them in. If you don't get to him, he's gonna be sacked. If he don't get it out of his hand quick, he's gonna be sacked.
But Drew also had the top offensive line in the league for those number of years. And the only way it caught up to him is when, I can't even
playoffs,
because we beat ourselves in the playoffs. And I'll say that, I'm going to keep saying it. We beat ourselves. If it wasn't for that turnover,
fucking Jared Cook
conversation this day. Every time we got kicked out the postseason, it comes down to that one last possession. And that's the only time that I can say that it got caught up with Drew, that it caught up to Drew.
I'm just saying, it caught up to him a couple times. I saw it, though. It's like, if he had arm strength, we wouldn't have had Taysom Hill trying to throw a fucking bomb in that Minnesota game. They got picked. A lot of people don't remember that. Yes, I was at the game. Why is he throwing that shit? That's what I screamed out at the game. Why is he throwing that shit?
Turnover. We beat ourselves. When it comes to the postseason, that's not that they game plan for us. Is that we do this ridiculous crap to get over what Drew
Just
couldn't give.
because Drew couldn't throw the ball, but 20 yards.
Yeah, Drew is another one with a
And I'm
weak
putting
arm.
this way, it's like, you know what Minnesota did? They put their DNs at defensive tackles, and they was beating the fuck out of our guards because they realized they couldn't beat the tackles. We were weak in the goal in the middle. They put their fucking DNs there, and it was causing havoc. Another thing, when Jameis Winston threw that touchdown pass against Chicago, I mean, it wasn't Chicago, it was against Tampa. He had the longest pass of the game against Tampa. He threw it, and I'm like, that's our quarterback. Because he threw that bitch in strike. It was a strike he threw us. So that's our quarterback. I said, that's our quarterback. I said, put him back in the game. I kept saying, put him in the game because Drew is not doing it. And then Jared Cook fumbled.
I honestly thought they would. If they had kept him in the game and gave him the keys like they gave Drew, that would have been a different result.
Oh, hell yeah. We'd have beat them. Because when Drew threw that second interception, I say, take his ass out the game.
But the thing was, we had turnovers, but still was in the game.
Yeah,
so,
you can't take Cap Rooney out. That's why I call him Cap Rooney. Can't take Cap Rooney out of the game.
We've had this conversation before, Mo.
Willie Beeman.
I got the picture saved somewhere.
Washington, another garbage. Don't worry. Tom Benson was a garbage owner before Katrina. Somebody hit him in the head with a hot dog at LSU stadium, and he got right. That's what the fuck happened. He said, I'm about to move the team to San Antonio. Somebody threw a fucking hot dog and almost knocked him unconscious. And ever since that hot dog hit him in the head, they've been right. So maybe y'all need to start throwing food at y'all owners.
I'm gonna throw the vaccine at mine.
But I'm gonna put it this way. Listen, Washington owner has no hope, but Washington might have hope because they're talking about taking the team away from Daniel Snyder.
Ooh.
So y'all might have hope, Washington.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Depending who buys it.
He has scandals up the ass. So
depending who buys that shit.
Listen, he the reason why John Gruden got fired.
Exactly.
You have to be a diehard football fan and have football knowledge to own a football team. You can't be, like, I'll use my team. You can't be the motherfucking king of baby powder and think that you're going to run a football team.
Except Robert Kraft didn't have any knowledge of it. He just let Bill Belichick do everything.
But look at that mind. Look at the mind that you're letting. Let's say he bought in the GM and it was all Belichick. Look at that football mind.
Yeah, he got it. He got to hire the right people. If you don't own him, you got to hire the right people.
And that's the problem with a lot of these owners. They don't hire the right people. They hire, because he did good over here, maybe he could do the same thing here.
You're ruining it. That's Thursday. I got it pre-taped. I'm gonna look at it. Don't worry about it.
Izzy?
Yeah. Izzy, you're killing me, Izzy.
We didn't bring up Pierce nipples or nothing. Now you want to bring up Gunther?
You missed it. I said that Laker fan said it with his whole chest like Lala's Pierce nipples. But it's funny. Now look, Lala is writing it in the wrestling chat. Gunther's arrived. Okay.
Well, I guess yesterday I did say the Lakers sucked.
Yeah.
During the wrestling show, so
Yo, hater, I know you mad from that 2020 playoff when the Eagles let us win to get the Giants out of the playoff. He's not a Giants fan.
I'm not a Giants fan. I'm a Jets fan.
Izzy is the Giants fan.
One of our other guys is the Giants fan. He's the one that's writing with you.
Yeah, Ishmael is the Giants fan.
Yeah. But, I'm a Jets fan, and I'm real with my shit. I know my team sucks. I know the quarterback is still, he still don't know what the fuck he's doing. We got wide receivers that are fucking midgets, and maybe a halfway decent running game. And our defense, you know what I'm saying? Our offensive line is stuck together like Frankenstein. Listen, I know. I know you. So there's nothing that anybody could tell me about any of my teams that's gonna get me going, because I'll hate on my team just like I'll hate on yours, and I'll hate on Moe's, and I'll hate on, well, Doc is the same team, so they'll be both hated on if they fucked up this season coming up.
Hated.
I'm a double hate your ass because I know you guys will double hate on me.
Well, I'll triple hate on the fucking Jets.
No, see, there you go.
They fucked them sorry. Man, but this one hurt me to my heart. Man, I thought we had 8. Yeah, UNC. I was coming here with the PD Pablo song, ready to take it over, swing on my head like a helicopter, but and then
that was a good fucking game, though.
We blew it.
Listen, both of those games were good games. The one that they played against Duke and this Kansas game.
First of all, I'm glad we gave Coach K his last L.
Listen, you gave him his last L ever, and you gave him his last home game L.
Yes.
That was a smack in the face alone. That was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, you know, don't give a fuck about you.
That was that kick in the ass. Like,
For Nasty, this is for Nasty, since he's a UNC fan. He said, Coach K, take that toupee off.
No.
That comes from the mind of Nasty. Nasty said, man, look, we gonna make him take that toupee off. That's what he told me before we played him.
Yeah, well, and you did, because you gave him his two. You know, you gave him, what was it? The game was in the ACC tournament, right?
Yeah.
And then they beat him in the NCAAs.
I won't be at. Oh, that's what you want. Oh, you need to come on Thursdays. We talk about this on Thursdays. You need to tune in Thursday at 7:30. It's around the same time right now. Yeah. So,
7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern.
Yes. So I'm just like this. It hurt because I wanted us to win, but it was also gratifying because Duke didn't win.
Kansas could play.
Let me not take anything away from Kansas, because I was in the building for both games. Shout out
he was there.
Love for that.
Oh, you went to the game? Nice.
And shout out to Armando Babcock, because honestly, in the last couple of minutes of that game, and I didn't see it because I was waiting the nosebleeds, but they had something on the internet where it showed where he rolled his ankle.
Oh, it was bad.
So that right there, because I seen the play happen, I'm like, how did he roll his ankle when he was right there? And I'm sorry, that it happened to him, but clearly it wasn't the better team won, because UNC wound up having that lead because what the coaches were doing. The coaches said, whatever we're doing, it isn't working, so I need to get in these guys' head and let them know that this is the game. And I applaud Bill Self for having the balls to do that, because being a coach of a prestigious program like that, I can only imagine the pressure that it takes to make a decision like that. Say, guess what? I'm going to take these kids out, put these kids in, and then I'm going to get them right at halftime. Because I sat in my seat at halftime thinking, oh, we won. I'm like, man, I'm just here to watch the second half. And when that halftime, when the teams came out, you seeing how Kansas came out, and you see how UNC came out. UNC was basically fending to say, guess what? We're trying to hold on to a lead. And Kansas was like, we got defense, and we're going to run our offense with the players that started this game, and we're going to show up for this moment because we're not going to have this moment again.
Kansas was the best shooting team in the Final Four.
Yeah.
They were hitting. They can hit threes.
They was smacking them things. I'm looking at that like, pow, ooh, right now.
I look at it like, once I seen Babcock went out with 35 seconds left, I said, this shit over. Like, it's over.
I was having hope because Puff Johnson was still out there too. But then when he got on defense, and he ran to defense, fell to his knees, and he puked. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
That goes to show you how much they was getting banged on and how much literally they was leaving on the floor. So, yeah. I'm applauding Kansas because Kansas switched their team up in the first half. But
33 from Kansas was giving them that business on the
Yeah.
inside. He was giving them the
yeah,
business.
yeah. And,
His
and,
name
and
escapes me, but he was giving them the business.
oh, it skipped. It was on the tip of my tongue. But I mean,
That kid is a banger.
so I mean, UNC they basically was playing to hold on to that lead, and Kansas said, "This is our moment, and we're going to take it from you." And when Babcock went out, it just solidified that guess what, Kansas is going to be there because Caleb Love couldn't even take off. He it was the picture was set for him to take off like he did in that Duke game. It says I'm gonna have this another moment, but he was literally spent, and it showed with that last shot when Kansas
Got
had that
blocked.
turn.
He got blocked. He had one shot. He went
Yeah.
to the layup. He got blocked right out of bounds. I'm like, oh no, it's not good. Then with three, you asking them to make a Hail Mary shot at the end of the game, man.
And you already
Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't.
So
That was a hero shot.
it was, but it was just all for naught. And I'm not gonna say all for naught, but he literally left everything on the floor. That team left everything on the floor that they had. So I applaud the effort,
great final.
but that entire series, that Final Four, I'm so glad that I had a chance to experience that. I've been to the regionals, been to the rounds, but this championship round with a team that I love, to watch ball. I mean, that's a lifetime memory that I probably will never forget.
How was the atmosphere in there?
The atmosphere was crazy. So the Kansas Nova game, it wasn't as crowded. But then when we got to the UNC Duke game, the attendance was 70,000 and the championship round was 69,000.
Damn.
Wow.
So, I mean, people showed up. I was around a bunch of Kansas fans. I had maybe one or two Tar Heel fans around me, and we was up there looking at each other. We was up there like, yeah, we got this. 8, show us give us our ring now. But overall, I think the better team won. It showed that the better team won. There's no feel towards.
Yeah,
It was a good game. It was good.
No complaints over here.
No, those were good games. And they don't like the games aren't like in the past. The games like in the last couple of years, they've been boring. This was actually a good series, a good Final Four.
I just want to say, shout out to him for giving Coach K that L. That's all that matters.
He's coming back.
Always Duke didn't win, baby.
He's coming back.
Don't you Coach do that to me.
That's a wrap.
He went 50-50. He went 50-50 against us. That's 50. All we want to do. No winning record against us. 50-50 is tied.
That's it.
It's 100 meeting.
Wow.
He lost the 99th and the 100th victory. So we won the last 2. That's all that matters. He lost. Turn the page and bring this new guy in so we can.
It has to be a thing. It has to sting him. You know what I'm saying? It has to sting. That he wouldn't have mind losing his last game at Cameron if it was somebody else, but it was North Carolina. Then they make it all the way, through the whole bracket, and then who do they meet?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. And listen, at first, that game in the beginning was rough, that Duke game. But then North Carolina settled down, and they do what they do.
Yeah,
I've been watching North Carolina since I would say the 80s, because I have a buddy that's a big North Carolina fan. Then I have this other girl that I went to high school with. She's a big Duke fan.
Oh, Lord.
So it was nice to send her a little message on Facebook and be like, hey, what happened to your squad? Then I got the shut up, mind your business.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my sister's a Duke fan, and I just sent her a bunch of laughing emojis.
So my sister attended Duke first. She went to Duke for her undergrad, and now she's chasing her graduate degree over at NC. And she wanted me to root for Duke. Now, I wasn't rooting for Duke, but I was not. I was torn because when my sister was attending Duke, I made it my mission I wanted to see them win while she was attending the school. So I was like, okay, cool. But at the end
Yeah,
of the day,
they were.
everybody knows it's well documented what my heart is in college basketball. So I told her during that game, I won't cheer against them, but know where my heart is and knowing what the shirt that I'm wearing. I'm rooting for the Tar Heels to win this game. I'll see y'all Monday, and I'll have my 8-1 on Tuesday.
I'm on this. My sister can say whatever she wants. She could have graduated from Duke all I care. It's still fuck Duke. That's how much I don't like Duke. Shit. If it's Duke football, okay. Duke baseball, fine. But Duke basketball, fuck Duke. I don't give a fuck about them.
I don't think I would cheer for that team on any sport. Gymnastics, none of that.
It's just that Duke basketball really made you hate them growing up. Like they had the most punchable faces on Duke basketball team.
Come on, man. I went with who back in the day. What was it? Christian Laettner, Grant Hill. I forget they had that
Grant
little
Hill
point guard
that was nice. Grant Hill,
that little point guard that they had back in the day.
Bobby Hurley.
Man, yeah, Bobby Hurley. Oh, I couldn't stand that squad. I couldn't stand that squad. That Christian Laettner shot.
When he got lucky. Fab Five, that hurt my heart.
Yeah.
That man got no Olympics because of that shot.
Yep.
Yeah. Took Shaq's spot. He took Shaq's spot. And I'm like this. When they beat the Fab Five, the only time I rooted for the basketball team besides North Carolina is when they played the Fab Five. And they beat the fucking Fab Five. I was pissed off. Like, fuck Duke. I got in trouble for saying that. Fuck Duke. I screamed it at the TV. Shit. Mom slapped me in the mouth. That's how much I hated Duke and that fucking ugly ass Blue Devil. Fuck Duke. You can put. I'll make a shirt and say it. Nah, wear it. Fuck Duke. I said I don't know what's more popular, Duke.
Duke lacrosse.
Anthony, you trying to get put on mute?
Oh, man. Dude.
I think it's lacrosse by hair.
Maybe now, but not in the 80s.
Oh shit!
Oh,
not in the 80s and 90s.
Thank you, Anthony, for that one. I needed to laugh on that one, bro. That was funny, man. Oh, I forgot about Duke lacrosse like that. Fuck. Damn.
Oh.
It's literally fuck Duke on that one. Shout outs, man.
Shout out Coach Davis for getting this team this far, your first year. Much appreciated. Hopefully you'll see the show one day, and we'll give you a big round of applause for bringing this team out the way that you did. Shout out to Justice Jackson for being confirmed. Shout out to everybody watching. We appreciate y'all. Buy the merch. And again, thank you for this round table of gentlemen and allowing me to come out here and have a platform, to have a voice. Although it's kind of going out on y'all, but I kind of wanted to come on and give my
all right, man.
Well, and that's it from me.
All right.
We're going to start calling you the Advocate, though. That's going to be your nickname.
Yeah, I was going to say that earlier. And
then you got to come on there like this.
I got that.
So then you just got to add it to Doc Eric, and then the Advocate in parentheses.
Doc Eric. Go ahead.
I like to shout you guys out. I love this. I mean, I like that we can bounce stuff off. There was a point there I didn't watch a lot of, like, I would only stick to one. I was only watching football and, catching highlights here and there. But recently with doing this, I see myself back into watching a lot more sports because I want to be able to put my 2 cents in when it comes to what we talk about. So I shout you guys out. I went today to my friends I mentioned last week. They had his wake, well, not wake, they had a celebration for him today. I was there earlier, and it was nice, and it was a nice time, and it was the stories that people told about him. It was cool. I like to shout out my daughter because I know that she's going through a roughness with her losing her uncle, and it's you know kind of rough on her, but she's a strong girl, and she's doing her thing, and she's getting stronger and learning, because this is a learning experience.
Definitely.
Please buy the merch. I'll be buying the merch soon, I promise. I mean, one of these days I'm gonna pop. I'm be like, look, I got it.
Oh, yeah.
And
if you like asses, this is the shirt for you.
and definitely I like to shout out the people, Anthony, Izzy, your friend, the Laker fan.
The Laker fan.
Everybody that contributes. Dawn for her little hi guys. I saw that. It was quick.
She spoke. She spoke.
Yeah. Well, she told me she was, if she could, if she was gonna make it. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I want to shout you guys out for a great show. This is a great show. These shows used to be last an hour, man. Like now, such great dialogue is going into 3. We almost going like the wrestler show last night. I appreciate it. Jay, you've been saying you want the Friday show to boost up.
And it has. I think with the addition of Doc, I wish that Nasty would come back, because I like some of the things that I like, the way he thinks. When it comes to certain things, I can't wait for him to come back. And Izzy, stop fronting. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You could come. We won't bash your Giants that bad.
Like I say, shout out to Dominic for getting it into me. It was fun. I like having verbal jousting matches, and him and the TMI podcast. Y'all can check them out. They on there. Do that. I might crash the show one day. If they do one live, I'll crash the show and give him shit on his shit.
Well, let us know. Let us know, because we'll all go.
For that one.
We'll all go.
Yeah, I'll give you shit on your podcast and see how you like it.
Yep.
How about that? But also, this is for you, Nick. I got you. I got one for you.
We love it.
Oh.
Don't you love
it? I had to give one more shot at the Lakers. This is, like I said, this is becoming a yearly thing for me playing I Love LA. Win another chip, and I will stop playing it for that year. Oh,
well, it looks like you're gonna be playing it for the next,
Yeah. I keep it on my YouTube. I keep it up because I know I'm gonna play it. But man, thank you for sure, Anthony. You came with some questions that made us go into deeper subjects. I appreciate you, man. Please keep coming back. Remind us on you, Ishmael, of course. Now that's credible. Man, we will be back Thursday with the wrestling show. So if you like wrestling, Anthony, you think this is wild, wait till you get to Thursdays. You
gotta watch it. That Lala is wild. Watch her.
Yeah, we're gonna call you Mr. Topic Guy because you came with the topics. So please, if Anthony, you like wrestling, check us out Thursday, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. If you're on the Pacific Coast, you figure it out. I think it's 5:30.
Sometime in the afternoon.
Yeah, sometime in the afternoon.
You be able to run to the bathroom at your job and shit. Oh, let me get the podcast.
You might want to put your earbuds in because it gets rowdy on Thursday. Yeah, don't put this on speaker. You gonna get fired. So, man, I thank you, the advocate Doc Everett. We got the most diabolical haters, and I guess I'm the most diabolical Laker hater. right here. Whoa, Young. We'll see y'all later. Peace. And we
Peace.
out.